Hey guys, I don't know where everyone is, but happy Sunday. And I'm not staying on long, so this won't be a long live, but I just feel the need that I need to address this stuff before it gets out of control. And yeah, I just can't believe somebody's telling me my own story. But we'll get into all that. I also noticed a couple of other things with Rotany, but we'll get into that too. Hopefully people show up and let's get to it.
Show. Ladies and gentlemen, step right the fuck up. Welcome to the shit show. Come in, sit down, and shut the fuck up. Welcome to the shit show. Lights out, mask on. Whole damn temp been cursed since the day I was born. Red nose on the demon, black smoke in the air. Everybody fake smiling like they ain't scared. Step in the ring if you think you're tough. Bet your whole damn soul you ain't built for this stuff. Got lions off the chain and they hungry as hell. This ain't no fun house, bitch. This is personal hell. Cotton candy lies and a knife in the bag. Pretty little clowns all dressed in black. Everybody cheer when the train goes off. And act surprised when I cut shit off. You came for a show, now you're part of the pain. Every damn ticket got blood in the stain. Ain't no refunds, ain't no saving face. Once you in my circus, you know your place. Smile for the crowd, yeah, dance like a freak. Everybody loud to the monsters speak. You wanted chaos, well here it is. A middle finger wrapped in a twisted kiss. Welcome to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up. Whole damn place going down, burning up. Welcome to the shit show, where the freaks all bite and the weak get cut. If you can't hang, then get the fuck up out of my circus. Welcome to the shit show. Blood on the stage, no mercy, no luck. Smile for the camera while the whole world erupts. Welcome to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up. Step right in, motherfucker. You're one of us. Ringmaster grin with a switchblade smile. I've been walking this wire for a long damn while. Everybody watching, hoping I fall, but I built this tent from the bricks in my walls. Tightrope tension, snapback rage. I was born in the fire, now I own this stage. Every damn clown wanna talk that shit till I drag 'em backstage and I empty the clip. Got acrobats twisted heads upside down. No. King of the wreckage, I run this town. No. House full of snakes and sequins and pearls. Fake ass kings and plastic girls. This ain't entertainment, this is survival. I don't need love, I came for revival. You can laugh all day till the floorboards crack, and I send that laughter straight to black. Smile for the crowd, yeah, dance like a freak. Everybody loud till the monsters speak. You wanted madness, you wanted war. Now the whole damn tent wants more. Welcome to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up. Whole damn place going down, burning up. Welcome to the shit show, where the freaks all bite and the weak get cut. If you can't hang, then get the fuck up out of my circus. Welcome to the shit show. Blood on the stage, no mercy, no luck. Smile for the camera while the whole world erupts. Welcome to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up. Step right in, motherfucker. You're one of us. Step right up. Step right up. To the greatest wreck you ever saw. Burn it down. Burn it down. Let the whole damn crowd want more. Hey. Freaks in the front, hey. Blood in the drums. Hey. Everybody scream when the nightmare comes. This ain't a circus. This is a warning. This ain't a joke. This is me storming. Through every fake face, every cheap grin. Welcome to hell. Now let the show begin. Welcome to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up. Whole damn tent about to self-destruct. Welcome to the shit show, where the wild ones rise and the weak get crushed. If you got a problem, bitch, get dragged in the dust. Welcome to the shit show. No peace, no rules, no saints, no trust. Just chaos, rage, and a whole lot of rust. Welcome to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up. Step right in, motherfucker. Now the show's fucked up. Thank you for coming. We know you'll never be the same. Now get the fuck out! Or stay and burn with the rest of us. Shit Show Ringmaster Part 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You thought the curtain closed? Nah, this circus never ends. The clowns got meaner, the lions got hungrier, and me? I'm still the motherfucking ringmaster. Watch the whole damn thing burn. Every scar on my skin is a lesson I learned. Got a smile on my face while the world's in flames. Everybody wants peace, but they're all playing games. Got snakes in the crowd wearing best friend masks, talking behind my back while they smile when I pass. But I see every move, every fake ass grin. I've been living in the darkness, let the nightmare begin. The tent's falling down, but I'm holding the ropes. Half these people talk loud, but they're losing all hope. Everybody wants a seat till the monsters arrive, and they're running for the exits just to stay alive. Hear the crowd scream loud, hear the chaos grow. Another broken soul in the front row. This ain't entertainment, this is survival tonight. Welcome to the madness underneath the spotlight. I'm the ringmaster of the shit show, cracking that whip while the whole thing explodes. Fire in the air and the devil below. Everybody watching but nobody knows. I'm the ringmaster of the shit show, king of the wreckage and the broken roads. If you're looking for mercy, you're too damn late. Welcome back to the circus of hate. The bearded lady's drinking, the clown lost his mind. Strong man's throwing punches and he's running out of time. Acrobats falling from the top of the tent, and the crowd keeps cheering like it all makes sense. Every ticket sold was another damn lie. Every smile in the crowd got a demon inside. I built this place from blood, sweat, pain, and rage. Now the whole world's trapped inside my cage. Try to bury me again, better dig deeper this time. I'm the voice in your head and the reason you hide. You created this monster, now you're scared what you made. So grab some popcorn while the whole thing decays. You wanted a villain? Congratulations, you built one. Every lie, every betrayal, every fake friend, every knife in my back. You fed the beast, now sit the fuck down and watch the show. I'm the ringmaster of the shit show, standing on the ashes while the flames still grow. No saving the circus, it's too far gone, but I'll be the last one standing when the crowd moves on. I'm the ringmaster of the shit show, laughing while the whole damn kingdom folds. When the final curtain crashes to the floor, you'll be begging for part 3, and I'll still be wanting more. Ladies and gentlemen, the circus is closed. Until tomorrow! Until tomorrow.
All right. Welcome. So I do have some bad news to share, that for those of you that have been around a long time, like way back, or from the original DC, there was somebody that passed. I don't know if you guys might know him, Simon. There was a point that he hated me, and then he warmed up to me. But he was friends with Whiskey, and that's how I knew him. But I don't know how he passed or anything, but he was about my age. So rest in peace, Simon. It was a little bit of a shock. I don't know. Anytime somebody dies that's my age, I'm kind of shocked, even though it happens often. So I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Mine was actually surprisingly really good. But remember I told, I don't know if I told you guys yesterday, but I can't drive my car because I need an alternator. Well, I thought I needed an alternator. So my wonderful son, who, now all of a sudden wants to help his dear old mom and fix everything. So he's like, "Where's your keys?" So he goes to look under my hood. Him and his friends are going to fix it. Okay. He's like, "Mom, I don't know what you did, but you don't need an alternator." I said, "I don't?" He said, "No, you need a belt." He goes, "Come look at it." My entire serpentine belt looks like spaghetti. I have no fucking idea how it happened, but it literally looks like it's shredded. I'm like, "How does that happen?" So I look up, it's only like 20 bucks, but to get it installed, he's like, "I don't know if I could do it, but his friend's dad's gonna do it." But I'm like, "Okay, it's pretty cheap to replace." And I remember I had it replaced a long time ago, but then I was thinking maybe I had it replaced on my Kia, not on this car. But it literally looks like spaghetti. It's so weird. And the only reason why I thought I need an alternator was because, and I never bothered to check like under the hood, but I was driving and all of a sudden my battery light came on and I have a brand new battery. So I know it's not the battery. So I was like, on my way home the other day, I looked up, why do I need a battery? Why did my battery light come on a new battery? And they said, "Oh, it's your alternator." So I just automatically assumed like I needed an alternator. I was like, fuck. Now is like not the time. But yeah, I didn't look under the hood and it's my belt. Yeah, a lot cheaper. I know. I looked it up. It's like under 20 bucks. But having someone put it on is expensive, so Dayton asked his friend's dad. I mean, I have a couple of friends that could do it, but I watched a YouTube video and it looks like you just gotta know what you're doing, like, you gotta take off screws or whatever, and then it looks fairly easy, but his friend's dad's gonna do it. But I told Dayton, "I need your car for a couple of days till it gets done." That's probably why he's helping me out so much because I told him I needed his car for the week. So, but yeah. So then I looked up like what shreds a serpentine belt and they said, "Oh, it could be you know, seals and all this other stuff." I was like, "I don't care as long as it gets me through." But I've had an oil leak forever and I'm thinking that may be what it's from. But it wasn't unchanged. Like it's been that way as long as I've had the car for 5 years. Like I don't think I've ever touched the belt. So Um, so that's why I'm like, "No, I don't think I ever changed the belt." So, but I'm just happy I don't need an alternator. But like I said, I've had an oil leak for a long time, and I'm thinking maybe that's what it did if they were talking about seals and stuff, but I'm not even worried about it. Like, hey, it's Coast. If that's what it is, that's what it is, and I'll deal with, I just keep putting oil in it. But that's what I think too, that the belt just snapped, but it literally is like shredded. I mean, it looks like fucking spaghetti. It's so weird. I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "How does that happen?" And Dave was like, "I don't know." But I'm thinking maybe it was like slowly shredding and then one time it just went boom and yeah. But it's pretty noticeable. And, but I'm happy it's not an alternator because that was the last thing I needed was an alternator. So that's all. Just a belt fund to 20 bucks. Hey, Janessa. So that was my exciting plans for the weekend. Yeah, like it wasn't just a standard tear or a break. I mean, I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. It's literally fucking shredded. So, but I kept thinking, even if I do need an alternator, well, I'm gonna have an extra car in a couple of weeks because Dayton's going to school. Phoenix isn't here, and I have their car. I have the boys' car. So, like, I'm really not stressing over um my car, but Dayton's not leaving for a month, so need to get my car working. But oh no, I'm just glad that it was nothing. That it is nothing. So another thing I noticed though, I noticed that every time BJ, like something happens with BJ, she goes to true crime immediately. Like, instead, she's not doing drama tonight. She's automatically doing true crime because she doesn't want to address the roach, like roachny. But instead, she's got her friends doing it, trying to take away the heat off her. Shredding is what should be in that message I'm using, talk to text. And all right, so let me back up. I went on Queen Bee's panel today. A very nice time. We had a good panel. So, of course, there always has to be one that has to be a fucking asshole. And who was it? Cheesy Wheezy. The name fits. And now, mind you, I was not looking at chat. My people knew, don't even tell me what's going on in chat because I don't want to know, because I knew certain people that were there were going to be assholes. So I was, going to keep my mouth shut, and I wasn't looking at chat. It's the only time I probably won't look at chat is when I'm in like a haters live or, on like panel. So I'm up there and everything's fine. We're talking about Craig and, stuff that Craig said now. Okay. And this plays a big part. Thank you guys. I thought it was good too. I had fun. Everything with Craig is like now. Thank you, telling the truth. Or from within the last couple of months. So here comes Cheesy Wheezy. Wasn't she the one that went on Irish's panel? Was she the one that went on Irish's panel? Right, Christine? I totally agree. Is she the one, or was that Ewok? I don't remember which one. So Cheesy Wheezy comes up there. And actually, let me back up for a second. Everything that's discussed with Craig has been within the last year or within the last couple of months. Nothing is from their childhood. Okay. I guess that's the way I can say it. Nothing is predated, Craig forever ago. So here comes Cheesy, who comes on panel and tries to question me about a story that I told 5 years ago from something that happened. Now it's 19 years ago, 18, 19 years ago. My daughter was like 2. When I originally told the story, I will say this. When I originally told the story, I said my daughter was 3 or 4, but I realized Dayton wasn't even born yet. So Dayton was born when they were 3. So they actually had to be between 2 and 2.5. And I realized that when I told the story, like after, 100 million times. So she was even younger than I thought. They were only like 2 or 2.5. And I think it was when we had first moved to Iowa. I got pregnant with Dayton the following year. So I want to say 2. I'll say 2. So that's one correction I want to make. But we were watching the movie Cuties, and I was telling a story of what happened. Now, mind you, I have told the exact same story for the umpteenth time that I've told it. Nobody's going to get a different story. The only thing that did change is I couldn't remember how old they were. But now I can definitively say they were about 2 because Dayton wasn't born yet. So other than that, every fact of it never changed. Why did nothing change? Because that's what happens when you tell the truth. Unlike someone like Brittany, who can't remember a story and has retold a story, and it changes dramatically every fucking time. Thank you, Rebel. Whoops. thank you, Rebel Soul. I agree. I have told the story 100,000 fucking times. So B Tim and Captain Napton have also heard the story 100,000 fucking times. So Cheesy Weezy goes up there today and tries to make a dig at me about the story and comparing me to Craig. So before I even said anything, I just said, oh my God. So before I even had to answer, thankfully, Captain Napton, who has heard the story 100,000 times. And by the way, Captain, good job today. I didn't say anything, but I listened to the whole live. And all of a sudden, Captain's like, I know Laura can, talk for herself, but, and she told Wheezy, you're 100% wrong. And then B Tim was like, how many times are we going to have to hear the story? Like, can we let it go? And I want to thank both of them because again, I've told this story umpteenth million fucking times. It's a 19-year-old story. It's not like it has anything to do with now, today, or anything. I mean, literally, it's 19 years old. So she's like, well, if you had to worry about a boyfriend, then you shouldn't be with him. What the fuck are you talking about? So Captain Napton said it was an afterthought, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So here comes this stupid fucking idiot. East Coast, thank you. I've heard the story about 10 times. It's never changed. Exactly. So then Shady comes out. Shady fucking comes out today and says, UA posted this in Discord and says, hold on, let me pull it up. Makes it easier. Perplex lying again with dangerous information. I'm like, what the fuck is this girl talking about? So I get through a minute of the video, not even. They're like the first 30 seconds. And it's me on Queen Bee's panel. Bitch, how are you going to tell me that my story is misinformation? It's my fucking story. Like, where do you get dangerous misinformation on my own fucking story? So again, I didn't watch the whole thing, but is this what desperation looks like? When you're trying to save your friend so fucking desperately? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? So just so she can come back again, we're going to watch it together. Because again, I only watched like the first 30 seconds. But Shady, are you really this fucking desperate to get your man Craigo over there, like, out of the hot seat? Because I really can't think of any other fucking reason that you're going to tell me that my story is misinformation. You've got to be fucking kidding me, right? So, all right. So for those of you that don't know, I will go ahead and tell the story for the umpteenth millionth time again. And all right. When my twins were 2, all right, let me back up. When my twins were 16 months old, I met a man who really swept me off my feet. Met him in Wisconsin. He was there for a job. I was there for school. Oh, Bonnie, I'm totally okay with it. I'm telling the whole fucking story. And we were nonstop, like we were inseparable. Okay. Asked me to marry him. I had to move back to Iowa. Okay. I didn't know him that well, but he was wonderful with the kids. He was wonderful with me. We were driving one day. Phoenix calls him daddy. I really thought this was it. I was going to spend my life with this man. We moved to Iowa because that's where he's from and that's where he works. Moved to Iowa, and we are living together maybe a month, 2 months. And all of these, it's my first time mom. I'm a first time mom. And all of these thoughts run through my head. What if, what if, what if? How do I know he's going to be good with the kids? How do I know that it's not fake? Now, mind you, even back then, I watched a lot of true crime. Not like, the way it is now, but I was always into true crime from the time I was like 13. And you hear about predators and you hear about guys that do things and all this other stuff. And, stepdads and how horrible stepdads is. And I didn't know what a stepdad was like. So all these thoughts go through your head and you're always, on a defense, like just to be sure. So one day I forgot, I forgot where we were going. I don't know if it was a wedding. I don't know where we were going, but we had to be somewhere by a specific time. And Brad had just got home from work and the kids were ready. And I don't know, Phoenix, I believe, had exploded, had a big explosion, or Phoenix was ready and Sage wasn't. So now I only had like 15 minutes to get him, all cleaned up, showered again, ready to go. And Sage still had to get showered. And I was like, how am I going to do this? So Brad said, I'll take Sage we were all in the bathroom. I'll take Sage in the shower with me. I'll get her ready and you get Phoenix ready. Okay, fine. He's like, I'll be ready in 5 minutes. So in that time, my thought was, all right, he's getting her ready. Well, I guess I can see if he's going to do anything or if I have anything to worry about. And that was it. And thankfully, I did not. And thankfully, he, wasn't into any kind of kids. He had kids of his own. But thankfully, that's how I found out. Well, I told this story years ago, and the whole fucking internet freaked out. And I even told it because we were talking about the movie Cuties, because Sage was a flirt. She was. But being a flirt doesn't mean that the adult has to take it sexual. And this is what the whole Cuties movie was about. It's how the whole conversation came up. And what I don't understand, I mean, I got a lot of emails from people like thanking me for, if their mom would have done that, then they probably wouldn't have been molested. I mean, a lot of shit. So I don't regret what I did. I mean, it was an afterthought. It wasn't, but the internet switched it where I set up my daughter and I did this to my daughter. No, it was an afterthought. It was like, okay, he's going to get her ready. And now I'll know if I have to worry about anything. And most people don't go into a relationship thinking, oh, they're going to do this to my son or daughter. You don't go into a relationship thinking that. And someone could look like the perfect person and turn out and be a mass murderer. I mean, fuck, look at BK, whatever. I can't think of the initials, but you know who I mean. BTK, killer. Do you think his wife suspected that he was a fucking serial rapist and a murderer who tied women up? Do you think Ted Bundy's wife knew that he was a murderer and a serial killer? No, because BTK, yeah. They all seemed like they were wonderful people. They all seemed like they were good people. So for Cheesy to come up there and say this bullshit, it's like, really? Really, Cheesy? And again, the community made it out like I set up my daughter to be, bait and all that. And that is so not what happened at all whatsoever. And if trying to protect my daughter from somebody that I didn't know all that well, it makes me a bad mom, then so be it. I'll wear it. I'll be that bad mom because far too many people around here in the world, not just this community, have stories of stepdads that didn't turn out too well. And I'm sorry, but I didn't want my daughter to be that statistic. However, it is now 19 years later. My daughter is perfectly fine. Thankfully, nothing ever happened to her, thankfully. So I obviously was doing something right. And the man, and here's the other thing that pisses me off. That man was Dayton's father. That man is no longer on this earth. He died back in 2022. That's even more of a reason for this story to be dead. Like, this story should have been buried when he was. And they bring it up like it's an issue. Okay, when somebody passes away, anything that goes along with them should be gone too. And I had said that. And again, I was with him. She was like 2. Dayton was born. They are almost 3 years apart. Dayton wasn't even a thought at that time, which is why I say she had to be 2. And I'm just glad nothing ever happened. And I'm glad that he wasn't that type of person, thankfully. But yeah, when he died, the way people still bring it up is just sick to me. And it's disgusting.
What?
Nothing.
I heard my dad and my name.
No, don't worry about it. I'm telling a
now I'm
story from
curious.
years ago. It
What
has nothing to
story?
do with you. You weren't even a thought yet.
I just wasn't sure. I heard my name. That was my father.
Out. Why are you eating good?
Oh,
Out. So yeah. Thank you, Holly. That's what I'm saying. Given the situation, would I change anything? I don't know. I don't know what the situation would be. Did I ever set my daughter up for something horrible? Absolutely not. Would I ever put my daughter in harm's way? Absolutely not. I was in the bathroom the entire fucking time. Thank you. Thank you. I observed my ex-husband, my 2-year-old, when I first started dating him. So what? Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Lucid dreams, that is exactly what I'm saying. The situation came up and it was like, all right, let me kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll know if I'm going to spend my life with this man or if I need to fucking take my kids and run. And I really thought I was being a protective mom. But all these people, and here's the other thing, all of these people, which I don't agree with, and maybe I'm wrong for this. Oh, I would never let a boyfriend give my daughter a bath. Why? Why not? Why wouldn't you? We're not talking a 9-year-old, but why wouldn't you if you're going to spend your life with this man, why can't he give him a bath? And I don't see it any different than me. Should I not give a kid a bath because, I'm a female? Shit, I give him a nanny. I give him a bath every fucking day. Like, I don't get what the big deal is. And I hear people freak out about it. Well, guess what? I wasn't raised like that, especially the biological father. And I don't know. I just think people are fucking weird. But the ones that are saying, how could you let a man give a little girl a bath? Well, if you can't, then you shouldn't be with that man. Plain and simple. But it's absolutely a diversion from Britney's cockroaches. I absolutely agree with that. teach a class around preventing parental grooming and listen to a child. When you say to kid, give granny a kiss, and they say no, do not make them. Because granny could be a predator. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. Thankfully. And that was the other thing too. Thankfully, knock on wood, nobody in my family, extended, interfamily, immediate family, nobody has ever had to deal with a stepdad or that kind of issue. So you can only go with what you know, and I didn't know anything about it. My only experience was friends who have not had good situations with stepdads. So I'm sorry. I didn't think I did anything wrong, and I still don't. And again, I never set her up. I never ever put my kid in harm's way. Quite the opposite, actually. So let's watch Shady's video of all my dangerous misinformation on my own fucking story. Again, I don't know what it says. I listened to 2 minutes of it. I will never understand how I could have misinformation on my own story.
Such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Okay. Perplex, aka Laura CPS, lies again today about what she did to make sure a man wasn't a pedo. Again, bitch, I know my own fucking story, Shady. It's my story. But you don't ever call out Brittany, Sinner on all their lies, right, Shady? This is why I don't know if you're just dumb, stupid, or you're just desperate. And again, rhetorical question. Thank you for the gifts. And again, rhetorical question, because this is kind of ballsy. Like, your girl lies every fucking minute and tells different stories all the time, and you don't say a word. Bitch, sit down. Are you going to buy merch from her? I'm just curious. I mean, I really am just curious if you're going to be the first one to buy a shirt from her house.
Movie quote. So there you go, Beach. That's what's up.
Oh, Cheesy's up here. Welcome, Cheesy.
Oh my God.
Hi. Out of respect for Queen, I'm going to be nice, but I did just want to put out that.
Thank you, Rebel.
But adults don't put kids in showers to see if their new boyfriend is going to get a hard on.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good, Cheesy. Fucking idiot.
Cheesy. To be fair though, like it wasn't like some setup.
Thank you.
I mean, Laura's up here, she can speak for herself, but if you listen to that clip.
Okay, let me also say, someone in chat had said flirting is sexual. No, it's not. It's all done. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Bad Wolf. When I say flirting, it doesn't actually have to be sexual by nature. It's the adult that makes it sexual. A little girl doesn't know sexuality. A little girl does not, a little girl does not understand what sex is. She doesn't. But if she bats her eyes and she's rubbing on stuff and she just, she's just flirty and she's very cutesy. Someone that is fucked up is going to take that the wrong way. If you don't know, like she does this to a brother, to a kid at preschool, they don't see it like that. But as an adult, you know that she's flirty. Flirty may have been a wrong word, but that's the only word that I could think of at the moment was flirty.
It was an afterthought that Laura probably shouldn't have fucking shared, but it wasn't like she was like, I'm going to have my own sting operation.
Exactly.
But who thinks?
Put a
Right,
kid
you're right,
in there,
Kathy.
like,
You're right, Kathy. You're right. But who even thinks that? If you even thought that your boyfriend would get a hard on by a kid, why would you even date that person? I mean, just, you know.
And that's what I'm talking about. Did I ever say that I thought he was going to? No. I said, if he does, that will be my sign to get the fuck out of this relationship. Plain and simple. People say all the time, always a little flirt or she's a little flirt. The ones that think sexual by the comment. Thank you, Blueberry. That is my point. Thank you.
I'm just saying. Everybody in the chat thinks that we're friends.
Random thoughts all the time. I'm not shocked by the thought. I don't think it speaks to anything about the guy. You know what I mean?
I just think that somebody's kind of a hypocrite.
Oh no, I'm 12 months. Woo woo. I'm glad that that Captain said something. I really am. There was no need for it at all.
Sitting up here talking about Craig. That's all. Anyways, that was my opinion.
She was trying to compare me to Craig. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's an open panel.
How do you even do agree with that though, regarding like saying a little girl's flirty? It kind of speaks to that short skirt theory on R-worders. Like probably shouldn't be said.
I would argue that it goes to the state of mind. Craig is thinking about preferences of women, while the other one is probably should not have said that about testing the other guy or whatnot. It was like an afterthought. Like, you know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying,
well, the whole community turned it into like she did her own sting operation. She wanted to test to see if he would be that way, like, and put her daughter in as bait when it wasn't like that.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Not even close.
I think it was probably an afterthought. That's my guess.
It was totally an afterthought. And if you listen to
not a great afterthought, but
right.
An afterthought out nonetheless.
It's fucking.
I'm just saying, if you need to think about it, you shouldn't be dating a guy. I don't.
Well, one of the people egging Cheesy on is Wispy. Okay, need I say more? And Wispy's in the chat going, she did it intentionally. Wispy, do you have comprehension issues? Because again, I've told the story 100,000 fucking times. It was an afterthought. Kill two birds in one stone. I've said it 100,000 times. Nothing has changed on the story other than I couldn't remember. I realized that she was actually younger than I thought.
I don't know.
Anyways, it probably, but you know.
I didn't come up to cause trouble. This is Queen's panel, so I'm just.
No, you're always welcome.
I'm say my piece.
We welcome everybody, so you're good, Cheesy.
We even welcome you, Cheesy, with your Crocs.
Sorry for speaking over you, Laura. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you, B-Fam. Laura said something you don't like, but then you go sit and chat and grandstand for a bitch and her old man in the back saying some nasty shit about children. Think about that. Amen.
When we were friends and shit, like I used to speak up.
Oh, I was on Queen Bee's panel. You missed it? It was good.
On it a lot, but you know, I don't know. It like you've done some shitty things. I don't think that that's one of them. You may be over.
And there's Wispy. She did. That's exactly what Laura said.
Shared, but you know, I don't know.
Do you know how many people emailed me after that? I mean, because you have to remember the whole context of the conversation. We were talking about cuties, and that's why it even came up. So many people emailed me and said, I wish I would have tested some.
Thank you. Laura says you never know the guy when it comes to our kids. Amen.
Someone, I wish I would have done something like that because it would have saved my daughter. It would have saved me. Like, it was just a situation that came up. And it's not that I thought he would ever do anything. Thank God he never did, but it gave me peace of mind. Okay, I can leave him alone with my twins. You know, I just moved in with him and it was just a.
Thank you. A contentious woman says maybe if more women wondered about their new boyfriend, there would be less children abused without their mother knowing. Thank you.
Situation came up and I'm sorry, I don't regret it. I don't feel bad that I had a situation where I knew that the man that I was going to marry, and well, I wasn't pregnant with Dayton yet, but the man I was going to marry.
Here's Wispy. Cappy, love you, but what Laura did was intentional. She said it herself.
And spend my life with, I didn't have to worry he was going to do something to my daughter. And that's the fear.
So she said, this is some of the most ignorant, gross bullshit I've heard around here. That's not how it works, stupid. It's not, Shady? Then you tell me how it works.
As a single mom, when you start dating someone, you never know. There are some sick motherfuckers out there that put on a front like they're so perfect. And you hear guys that are like the perfect man and end up killing the wife. I mean, it happens every day. Kids get molested every day. And
okay. But like, I think that like when it happened though, would the kids, one of the kids puked or something happened?
yeah, we had to
like,
go to
I guess I know now that he's not a creep. It was
exactly.
Something like that.
We had to go to a wedding or something. I don't remember where we were going, but we had like
you guys were in a hurry or something, right?
Yeah, we had 15 minutes to get out of the house, and Phoenix had a total explosion. And I was like, holy shit, there's no way I'm going to be able to get them both ready in time. And Brad was like, give me her. I'll get her ready. You get him ready. You know, clean him up. I was in the bathroom. I watched it. Like everything was fine. It was normal. Right. You're going to be their dad. You're going to be their stepdad. You know, and it wasn't.
Well, he raised them like they're right. Like that was their dad basically. Like
And then I got pregnant.
I mean, I personally think that you were probably a little ignorant back then because most probably guys like that wouldn't do it in front of you, but you probably just like judging him by the.
So Shady says it's ignorant for all of you not to address how her way of testing someone doesn't prove a child will not be hurt later. She just stated it would prove it again. What the fuck? Thank you, Angel. Like, dude, he's fucking dead. Can you shut the fuck up, Shady? Like, for real? This is none of your fucking business. But whatever. Carry on. Stick up for fucking Craig and Brittany. Because, yeah, that's... Just ignore all the now shit. Thank you, Bad Wolf. I guess Bad Wolf is matching everyone's membership. So whatever you guys... whoever joins members, Bad Wolf's gonna match it. Love you, Bad Wolf. My boo-boo.
Fact that you're like, you know, it just happened and you were like looking at how well he was treating your kid and you were like, oh, well, you know, you could trust him, whatnot. But realistically, you were kind of ignorant to the situation because a lot of times predators
my point was the community making it into something else. Cheesy's point was it's hypocritical because she made a comment about her daughter being flirty at one time, and it like I get it. I get Cheesy's point because it does speak to that fucking short skirt theory with our words.
Thank you, Irish.
It's a little different because
we should never say that like kids are flirty, or maybe that woman shouldn't have been wearing that, like because it dismisses.
I would say like you can't really compare Craig because Craig is a guy and he's thinking about sexual preferences of women when he's making that statement. Like, what is little girl hot? What would he consider a little girl hot?
That's a question I've had since I heard that.
I mean, like it's not the same thing as Laura. It's.
Thank you, Wolf. Thank you, Tara. That's what I'm saying. Little girls can be flirty. So can boys.
It's not. It's like.
Let's also remember that story happened. My kid was like 2. My kid 2.5. My kid is now 21, graduating.
Okay, pay attention to that. Now our kid was 2, as if that makes a difference. However, the age changes again from the original story. Yes, because I remembered that Dayton wasn't fucking born yet. And I had said that. The first time I told the story, I said, I don't remember exactly how old the kids were. Thank you, Emma. I did not remember. Thank you, Brandy. Candy question, when you have time, email me. Huh? Was that from me? Oh, candle question. Okay. I was like, Candy. And I said, I don't actually remember how old the kids were. And I couldn't remember at 3, 4, like, I didn't think they were that young. And then when I thought about it again, I'm like, wait a second, Dayton wasn't born yet. They're only 3 years apart. And it was when I first met Brad, the kids were around 2. And they were still in diapers. So, yeah. So originally I was wrong with the age. She was 2. Or under 3, under 3.5, because she was potty trained by 2.5. So, I'm sorry, I got their ages wrong.
college next year. I mean, it's time to move on from that story. She's had a wonderful life. She's never had any issues. It's okay to let go of that story.
So now this is the original story, and she says that I lied. Okay, let's hear it. I guarantee you it's the same motherfucking story, other than I got the ages wrong.
You get nervous about, guys, you always hear these horror stories and everything else. So I was like, well, how do I know he's not a child molester? How do I know he's not a pedo? Like, you just don't know. So one day, I don't remember exactly why, but maybe Phoenix was sick. I don't know. But I couldn't give Phoenix and Sage a shower. Brad needed to take a shower because he just got off of work. He said, I'll give her a shower with me. Go take care of Phoenix. So I brought Phoenix in the bathroom and I was watching him and I wanted to see if he got turned on by Sage. I mean, she was like 4 or 5 at the time. But actually, I was even younger. She's probably like 3. You know what? If I had to do it all over again, I don't know if I'd do anything differently. How many step parents abuse their kids, their stepkids? How many kids are abused? Like,
now, can you tell me how that's so different in the original fucking story? Like, how fucking stupid are you, Shady? That is the exact fucking story that I just said.
half this community claims they were sexually abused by a step parent or a real parent. So at the time, I thought, okay, at least I know he's not a pedo. So when we were watching the movie Cuties, I said, oh, my daughter flirts like that. That's how my daughter is, And because my daughter was a flirt, I wanted to make sure that he wouldn't get turned on by my daughter being a flirt. There's nothing wrong with that.
I have orders to go wrap, but thanks for allowing me on panel. But Queen Bee, I got a question.
Yeah.
Flowery, woodsy, fruity.
Woodsy.
Go ahead.
I knew she was gonna pick it. I knew it.
The woodsy. I don't dig flowery stuff. I don't know. Is it you asking for me or for somebody else? Like just what I think.
No, for you.
An idea. Yeah, I was gonna say like woodsy, like you know what I mean. Like I don't do flowery.
Okay.
She's a woodsy gal.
She's a woodsy gal.
Dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Section 107 of
Can you tell me how that's different than the original fucking story? Where is this dangerous misinformation, Shady? Are you this fucking desperate? Are you this desperate to come up with something than fucking Roachny? I mean, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Where's this dangerous misinformation like you have in your fucking title? And please tell me, why didn't you tell? All right, let me back up. You clip that a certain way because the story has never fucking changed. I just couldn't remember the age. If I would have taken 5 minutes to sit back and think to myself, well, Dayton wasn't born yet, so they couldn't have been older than 3. And I even said there, maybe she was 3. Like, I just could not remember. I mean, I told the story, 17 years after it happened. Sorry, I couldn't exactly remember. But you also clipped out the part where I stated that we had to be somewhere, and that's why. But you clipped that out when you played the original story. But that has been in every fucking story that I've told. And you can tell that you clipped it out and you only started it where you wanted it to. Fuck off, Shady. And then, are you jealous because I said I was going to make Queen Bee a candle? Was there a reason why you threw that in? You want to talk about integrity, bitch? Integrity? Something that you know absolutely fucking nothing about. And I'm fucking shocked that you can sit here and like create this fucking pathetic ass video because you hate Queen Bee so much that, oh my God, somebody got along on a panel today. And why would you throw that in a video? Because I'm not kissing fucking Britney's ass like you do or Sinner's ass? So now all of a sudden you're going to take a 19-year-old fucking story when the main characters are graduating college and the other one is dead? The fuck is wrong with you? Do I need to remind you the shit Craig said like yesterday or a month ago? That you try to clip shit from fucking 19 years ago? The fuck is wrong with you? Or 5 years ago, I should say. Like, for real, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? If that's not fucking desperation, I don't know what desperation looks like, because that's about as desperate as you can get. Now, let's not make videos about all of Britney's fucking lies. Let's not talk about the roaches infestation in her house. Let's not talk about roaches probably crawling on her fucking baby and bugs coming out of her fucking hair. Let's lie about a story that's complete fucking nonsense and act like, oh my God, you're the worst person in the world. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Unbelievable. Like, I'm still waiting. Where's the misinformation? Where is it? You said it was dangerous misinformation I gave. Where is it? Show me. I'm just Brittany out. Oh. Show me where this misinformation. But you know who does have misinformation? Sinner. Sinner gives misinformation every fucking day. Even saying that Queen Bee was married. Queen Bee's never been married. And anyone that knows Queen Bee knows that. But you don't correct his misinformation. You don't correct misinformation that he runs with every fucking day. How come? How come, Shady? How come you don't say anything about the disgusting, vile shit Craig says? And how, oh, wait, hold on. Let me pull that up. Because it was actually sent to me with the timestamp. So this will be easy. Where are we? 137. And this is from 127, 2025. That's much different and much more new than my story, which happened, I think that was 2020, Cuties came out, about a story that was like 15 or 16 years prior to that. Oh. On 20. All right, we're going to start at 126. So, Shady, tell me where the video for this is, okay? Just curious. You know, since you're such a badass making videos.
Marilyn Monroe's like the finest blonde woman, right?
Yeah.
But Selena's probably one of the finest Latina women of all time.
Yes, because if you
see what I'm saying?
like, if you
Like,
go
she's
look at her,
way up there to me.
her style is timeless. Like, she could dress today. She could get by with dressing the way she was back then. She could dress like that today if she was still here.
South American people, even the guys
And her
in Florida,
voice, oh, her voice is so pretty. I deleted that comment because I thought about it and it was insensitive. My bad. What was that? What was insensitive?
I wish I had hair like a South American man. They've got really good hair and a good tan. I think they're beautiful people. Women, men, the babies.
Want to be sleuth, and that was very sweet, like very sweet of you to actually,
I think
you know.
all South American people are attractive.
I think we all could be more aware of our or more cautious about the things we say. So yeah, but I know you didn't mean anything bad about it at all. I'm going to cook it myself and keep the duck fat for cooking. Okay, girl, she's cooking hers. See, I don't know how to do it, Alexis.
Like, I always wanted one because of that Christmas, the video?
Yeah.
We talk about all the time. What's it talk?
Uh,
A pitch about you.
I think it was A Christmas Story. I think.
And because of that, I always wanted to do it. Like
Yeah.
that fucking movie. Like you watched it every year growing up, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to fucking see what that tastes like. And then I went to Hong Kong and I actually had some duck meat, right?
I think I missed it. 'Cause she said it was 127.
Hey, Kirash. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, TLC. Is me. Good to see you.
You'd have to have extra cheers for the old fucking.
I know,
Story.
right? Alex?
Why is she saying Happy Thanksgiving in January?
He fell asleep. Who's next?
Only Craig would come up with a bar. Only Craig would come up with a bar/barbershop.
Oh, that exists. Exists.
Whoever, I think somebody
You go
hyped.
if like rich guys, they go in there, they give you a few shots, you
Morning,
get a fucking
Paige.
badass cigar, get a fucking $100 cigar.
Oh my lord!
You smoke it, you waiting for your turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I go over there, I shape your beard up, your hair up, you smoke that fucking $100 cigar.
Oh my lord!
You hang out with the boys all day. You talk with
Just
fucking
too merch.
the baddest boys in town. You know what I mean?
Y'all, just too merch.
The judge over there, the lawyer over there.
He's got it all figured out.
And then I got a
You
steak.
thought this through,
I got a
baby.
steak buffet upstairs.
Okay.
Get your own booze.
All right, let's see who just got a
That's
membership.
been all day at my house.
That's all I can do, y'all. But I tried to
up,
give
folks?
a couple. Let's
If that
see.
old man comes in, you be like, "What's up?"
Brittany, it's free. I don't know why she does that. Oh, it's all I can do. Brittany, it's free. YouTube gives it to you for free.
That's
Flo,
funny, man.
welcome
That old man's got money.
to the
Come
green
on.
team. Tabitha
What you
Star,
need?
welcome
You
to
want
the
me
no.
hook your beard up,
Welcome
your
to
hair
the
up, need a
the.
shot?
Hold on,
Go
let me
upstairs, take a shit, take a steak.
let me welcome the Gummy Squad. The people I just gifted 5 memberships.
You know they got.
Yeah, this is January of 2025.
Look at that.
Hooters,
Tammy
they
got
got
one.
Hooters.
Holly got one.
You know Ochos Huevos.
Holly Hughes got one.
Have
No.
you ever heard of
Tabitha
Ochos
Star.
Huevos?
No, but welcome to the Gummy Squad. you guys.
Ochos Huevos is like the opposite
I have
of
no
being
clue what he's
Hooters.
talking about.
Hooters, you walk in and it's all these girls.
Is
with
it
big,
Flobo?
Big Hooters,
Flo,
right?
Flobo. Yeah.
Ochos Huevos means.
Good morning,
that's
Queen
Spanish.
Moomin.
Ochos Huevos means like crazy eyes, right?
Put a 1 in
So
chat
you
if you're
walk- You
cooking.
walk in there and it's a bunch of Mexican girls with big booties.
Oh my lord.
Right?
Let me tell you something. Why you
So
like
you got Hooters or Ochos Huevos?
I think the prettiest Mexican
What
girl,
you like boobs or booty?
the prettiest Mexican girl that I have ever seen is Selena. I'm not kidding.
She's definitely up
Selena
there.
y los Dinos.
She's definitely.
She's
up
so who I'm talking about is Selena Quintanilla Perez, the one that was
there. I just can't believe
unalived.
she was Mexican because
Oh,
she
she was so
she
freaking
was-
pretty,
she
y'all.
was, taller and very yellow. You know?
Britt, did you find a duck to cook?
She looked like a bit of
No. No. So I called and Alexis said that Craig sold you
Oh, maybe 11. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe it was 11:27.
on the duck.
I'll have to
Okay.
look again.
Are you getting one? So I called our local Chinese restaurant and they said that I need to call a few days in advance. So we're going to be doing a duck for Christmas, I guess.
I drank that whole gym,
Because Craig is like, he's stuck on it. He's been asking.
Was that expensive? It was really good.
I'm going to deliver. No, not really. Not too bad. All right.
The gym and Jack is good, y'all.
Let me see.
But no, like
Yeah, Alexis, we're gonna do one for Christmas too. Selena is fine.
Yeah.
Way less opposed to no lows.
I think Selena's is fine. It's like Marilyn Monroe fine.
I don't know.
She's
I've just
top
been
10
watching a
of
lot
all
of
time.
Selena stuff lately. A lot.
Like Marilyn
And-
Monroe is like the finest blonde woman, right?
Yeah.
But Selena's probably one of the finest Latina women of all time.
Yes, because if you
You see what I'm saying?
like if you
Like,
go
she's
look at her,
way up there to me.
her style is timeless. Like she could dress today. She could get by with dressing the way she was back then. She could dress like that today if she was
I
still
think
here.
South American people, even the guys
And her
in Kardashian,
voice. Oh, her voice is so pretty. I deleted that comment because I thought about it and it was insensitive. My bad. What was that? What was insensitive?
I wish I had hair like a South American man. They've got really good hair and a good tan.
I think it is the wrong video because I'm like, I don't hear him say it. And this is from it's 11/27/25. All right, wrong video. You should hear what found out. You want a link? UA's messaging me in chat. Oh, I love cream of mushroom soup. UA's always yelling at me. He's just drunk as fuck. As usual. Bitter tea. Where you're live on Kick? Oh. Roach maxing? Do you have a timestamp? Everyone sub up to Bitter Tea on Kick. Here's the link. Oh, I agree, Brandy.
IV for 9 hours. So I usually don't feel good after that. So I don't usually get to go live. One bottle that had 450 oxycodones in it, then another bottle of something else, and then another bottle of 450. This person was taking like 16 oxycodones a day. I get a prescription for 4 a day. And I don't even take all that, but I'm just saying. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the dude was like, I pay $1,000 for a visit in DC.
Fellow, holy crap.
Yeah.
Ah!
Those are all bed bugs inside there.
God.
Ugh.
All of those white things are eggs. The brown ones are the baby bed bugs.
Why doesn't he have gloves on?
Adult bed bugs. I don't even want to touch it. Look, there's some on my fingers already. Guys, look at all those eggs through there. Those are all bed bug eggs, guys. They're so tiny, but when there's that many of them, it's quite obvious what's going on there. Have you ever seen roaches and bed bugs cohabitate? Ugh, I feel like there's stuff on me.
Why is this person not wearing gloves?
This is the above for bed. Oh my god! And there's a roach and bed bugs. God, I feel like there's something on me. Guys, I really don't get squeamish. But this might be pushing me to my edge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have found yourself lucky enough to click on this video and watch Dan the Bugman.
Hey, Lucy, just so you know, when you get a point where it says you just reached level 1 and stuff, the higher the level you are at the end of the month, whoever's got the highest level points, yes, I'd be afraid I'd bring them home too, Robin and
Well, they've made this glass has become the kind of roach catcher because the roaches can't get out once they fall into it.
Oh,
And like,
my
I didn't
Lord.
put these roaches here. There's inches of dead roaches that have compiled over the years because they just can't escape. That's crazy. So I was thinking what would be funny is if I just took them and released them outside and see how many live ones
Oh,
were
God.
actually in this glass
Listen,
here.
drinks. Oh, my God.
I'm gonna set it right there and just give it a little tap.
Why would he release them?
Yeah, a bunch of them, you could say. Look at that, guys. That's
Why would
just
he release
roaches.
them?
Live and dead roaches. Years and years of live and dead cockroaches. Sure. Nothing too major. I'm gonna get the B&G for this with the Teco Trio inside. So,
Hey,
can you guys see that cabinet? I'm gonna start there.
I would be wearing a fucking hazmat suit.
Oh my goodness. I kind of like it. No, actually, this is terrible, but I hope you guys enjoy this. This is what happens when you don't clean your kitchen for 10 years in a row.
Hello, Cynthia Gaston Rousseau.
Just a couple roaches.
How nice of you to drop in. Thank you for joining us.
Nothing to see here. Nothing too major. I'm gonna get the B&G for this with the Teco Trio inside. So,
Hey,
can you guys see that cabinet? I'm gonna start there. Oh my goodness. I kind of like it. No, actually, this is terrible, but I hope you guys enjoy this. This is what happens when you don't clean your kitchen for 10 years in a row. Things are going as you would expect, very disgustingly and slowly. I'm opening the cabinets here, and you see all these little like shards. Well, of course there's roaches in there, but guys, that's caused from mice. Like all that, that's a mice nest in here. Mice activity chewing through that plastic. All up here. This is all mice. Well, sorry.
Wolf, I gotta make you your own bad wolf thing.
It's all roaches, and there's mice too. Of course, you know.
Yep.
Pests are like any pests. If there's food sources and areas to shelter, then they're gonna exist. So, roach droppings galore. Actually, this just fell off the wall. I was wondering what fell. The clock here. Put this back.
Thank all y'all for joining us. Come on in and join the chat. We're
gonna start dusting the
learning right
cabinets.
now.
It's a transfer bait. The roaches are gonna feed on it. Take it to the other roaches. I know they're not planning on using any of these plates anytime soon. A place like this is a combination of hoarding, disgusting habits, and years of roaches. Years and years, guys. They're still just crawling everywhere, guys. I promise I'm spraying.
BJ's.
It's just a numbers game. There's just millions and millions of them. Oh, wait, let me show you this spot on this.
I don't understand though. How does somebody live in this? Like, how could a family actually live in this? This is fucking gross.
This chair. Well, gosh, they're still all over this trash bag. There must be something in there that they smell. Underneath this lamp. Shoot some in there. If there's an opening in this house, the roaches are going to find it, and they're going to inhabit it. Let's take a look at these cabinets. This looks like what should be the pantry. Got this fly swatter as a locking device. Come on now.
It's a dream. I'm loving it. He's just going right in there.
Disturbing. These are all dead roaches, egg sacs. I think there's a couple back here, guys. Oh, yeah, there are.
I'm telling you, that's what Brittany's house looks like. That's why she doesn't let her kids get anything, because she doesn't want them to see a roach. I would fucking guarantee it.
Just take a. We won't even spray them. We'll just take a peek.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. All right, now we're spraying them. Come on, baby. Look at this. These fly swatters. Oh. Give me a roach swatter.
Right. I was just to say the same thing.
So the Doxim NXT has all of those active ingredients on it. As you can see, it just takes a few seconds for the ones that I sprayed to finally fall and die.
Right. I was just to say the same thing.
So the Doxim.
Oh my god.
I know there's got to. Oh, it's on my neck, isn't it? Ugh. I know there's roaches on me. It's happened before, but I knew it was going to happen today. This is just insane. Like, look at this carpet, this little rug down here. I saw some peeking out from under it earlier. Let's pull it away. Oh, it's covering a vent. Why was it covering a vent? Jeez. When I come across a job like this, guys, like, all the normal stuff kind of goes out the window. Obviously, like, this person does not use all of these pots and pans in here. If I get some spray on some of them, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to spray the back of the cabinets and the doors. But guys, they're good.
But here's the thing. So here's this guy coming in here, getting rid of all the roaches. But if they live like this, thank you, girl, bye. If they live like this, then nothing's going to change. You know what I mean? It's going to be the fucking same. They're only going to build up roaches again.
We're going to clean out and completely gut this house anyways. They want the roaches gone, so I'm just going to spray as much as I reasonably can. All right, guys, quick little science lesson here about these roaches. Remember this rooster painting that I threw to the ground a few minutes ago? When I threw this to the ground, there were no roaches on it, and they've started to come back to the same hiding spots. All those droppings on the ground let the roaches know that this is a safe place to hide. Look at all of them in that crack there. Those are all females with eggs. Oh my gosh. They ended up just hiding in the same places again. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up and give it another drop. Look at them go. It's like almost as many as before. And they go right back to the same places. They run up the walls and go right back to that same spot. As nasty as roaches and bed bugs are, they don't make me jump. But when I get scared by a mouse, that still makes me jump. So I just had a nice little jump scare. And I looked over here in the kitchen a couple of seconds ago and just realized it was a dead mouse smushed against the ground there. So yeah, I'm going to continue treating. I have to put this back on, guys, because it's just so smelly. But I'm going to keep talking. My morale is very low at this point. I've been here almost 2 hours, and I'm still finding very, very nasty, heavily infested areas. I think I just moved this container. And guys, this is all those black dots are roach droppings and decaying old roach bodies.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna move this back. So I know there was still a bunch.
Honestly, I think houses like this should be condemned. Just fucking condemn it, period. Like, burn it the fuck down.
Crawling back here. Look at that, guys. That ain't right. It just ain't right. Holy crap, look at that. This is just like an island in the kitchen kind of area.
Oh,
every single one of those black dots is a roach. A cockroach. That's a problem, guys.
I think it's what BJ's
It's a
house
big,
like.
big problem. Yeah, let me just spray it real quick. Hold on. I gotta get my hand sprayer and my BNG. I'm gonna use that. That's what gets the most product out at once, guys. That's why I keep on going back to it. The Teco Trio is in here. That's the main juice of today's treatment. I'm gonna set my phone on the ground on the stand here, just so we can get the angle. I'm doing it for you guys, I promise. This isn't for me. I've seen this stuff before. I think you guys can see everything, so I'm just gonna take the wand and give everything a big spray. There's even a bunch of cellar spiders back there too. Jeez. I'm glad I got that area. there's a bunch of roaches there. Well, there's roaches everywhere, but come on, guys. That was a good one, right? They're even crawling on my phone now. More on this wall back here. I think I get everything, and then I just find an area that I missed. All right, well, let's go ahead and finish up with a bed bug treatment. No better way to end the day than treating this disgusting bed for bed bugs. So the first thing that they did not do is prepare properly, which they've got this disgusting mattress.
They said they were going to get this house.
I wonder if that mattress was once white. Oh, that was it. Ugh. Ugh. And thank you, Bitter Tea. Now that I'm skeeved out. I do. I wonder if it was once white. But I do. I hate to say it, but I really do think that's what fucking Brittany's house looks like. I do. And like Heather said, if it's not there yet, it's going to get there. Ugh. Throw everything away. Exactly. But I just don't get, what is the point of cleaning all that if they live like that and it's just going to come right back? I mean, this guy, look at all the roaches that were on the picture. So anything that's on the walls. Ooh. Check your email. I think BJ is worse. All right. Which email? Energy? I can't show it. It's from Paramount Movies. I'll get struck on it. Hey, Sam. Yeah, I can't watch that. Why are you trying to get me demonetized, woman? No, I'll get demonetized. They don't fuck around with major movie people. I know, right? Sam always has an agenda. Trying to get me shut down. I agree. Start fresh. I mean, I'm not going to disagree that it's a mental illness, but come on. And hoarding does bring roaches. And honestly, I never understood why people have garages that are so clean. I've always been like, who gives a fuck? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I learned. I told Dayton we got to do the garage because I got tons of boxes in there. It's not even pulling up. It's not even coming up. Yeah, I made the garage a mess. I mean, we clean it every year. I just haven't done it this year, and I really need to do it because I got shit everywhere. Not just boxes, but I have like all the stuff that I do shows with, and we got to get rid of a ton of stuff. We need to fucking clean it out. Because it's bad. Ooh. Sawdust. You know, it's like my work area. It's just bad. So I was like, before the summer ends, before my son leaves, I need to do the garage. Oh, no shit, Sam? Yeah, I was gonna say, you could drop the link. Oh. I really don't have much else. Oh my God, I just had something on me and I got nervous. And now I'm like freaked out about bugs. But it was nothing. Ugh. I was yelling at the kids last night because they kept coming in and out. I'm like, stop opening up the door. Gonna get bugs. Oh, I don't know why teenagers just love going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Crazy. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I had to get that shit with Shady off my mind. But that was really all I had tonight. Oh, what timestamp, Bitter Tea? Why does it say? Oh, I was gonna say, how come it's saying I don't follow you? But that's because I'm not logged in. I was like, why does it say not follow? Oh. I know, right, Holly? Like, no shit. Go to 2. All right. 2 hours. All right. I'm there. Relax.
What do you think the options are? Contemplated that. But here's the thing. Where was she at before her and Craig got together? Mamie coming in with cremated. There'd still be a death certificate. If she's dead, there has to be a death certificate.
Wait, I'm confused. You saying her mom's not dead? Why would she lie about that?
I filed my mom's and she was cremated just in December. The death certificate was not filed till January by the crematorium because she died like at Christmas time, and I guess they just didn't cremate her till the new year. But oh, my voice is starting to come back a little bit, guys. They didn't cremate her till the new year, but I do in fact have a death certificate. No matter what, there's no way around getting a death certificate if she's dead. And I find it very hard to believe that if this woman is alive and has not died, someone who has got a very extensive criminal history, that she's not so much as gotten a speeding ticket in the last 13 years.
Oh, you think she might be in jail? I don't know. I can't see her lying about something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't see her lying about something like that.
Absolutely. So if she died and she was receiving Social Security checks and nobody told, she would still be receiving a Social Security check. And I've got the address that she supposedly lives at. And this address is to a family member.
Yeah, I'll make you a candle bet, UA. I'll take that. I think her mom's dead. I hate to say it, but I don't think she would lie about that. Now, do I believe her stories? No. But I do think her mom. I can't see someone lying about that.
And now Gypsy, I don't know. No, she's not. There's nothing criminal for her. No, she's not remarried. Her name is still showing up as I've got her first, middle, last, and her maiden name is still what's showing up. No marriage, no nothing.
Heather, I agree. That's been hysterical. It really had. That's been great. It'd just be nice if I could actually chat.
It's still showing up in that same address. I've got her address indexed all the way from.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Irish, Brittany is not the brightest banana. So I can see her just saying that like as a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Like, ask my mom, like, just in tongue-in-cheek.
From 1999 up till today. I know where she's lived. Don't they check about dying?
Yeah, Lily's right. What reason would she have to fake her own mom's death? I mean, if she was like in jail, then I could see it, but Bitter T just said there's no criminal record.
What do you mean? Or what do you mean do they check? You just get a check most people know the Social Security office that comes straight from the government, and it either goes straight to your mailbox or straight to your checking account every month. The government never checks it. The only thing that would make the government check it is if something happened to her, like she dies. Then the government would obviously step in and take.
Thank you so much for the Cash App. I just happened to notice out of the corner of my eye. Thank you so much. I say D. I'll leave your name at that.
The check. If she was put into a nursing facility, which the address I have is not a nursing facility. No, they do not check you here.
Her mom wouldn't be that old, though.
Or someone reports elder abuse or something to get.
Yeah, but her father's still alive. So if there was some kind of scam with Social Security, the father would get it, not Brittany. It would have nothing to do with Brittany.
You like put in by an estate check, like somebody put your money into an executive estate so that they can watch your money for you. Right, Doberman lover. Absolutely.
Wait, now I'm confused. Hold on. Oh, her dad that she talks about is not her real dad? I didn't know that. Oh, I thought her biological father was the one she always talks about. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Heather. That's why I'm confused. So when when did her not that any of this is our business, but since we're talking about it, I am so lost. So the dad that was in the when she gave birth, was that her real dad?
I don't feel like she's alive, personally. I mean, I feel like if she were alive, that something criminal would have happened with her. And
Her stepdad was the one in the room? Where did you guys hear this? I need the video. Where's the video? Where did she explain all this? Yeah, me neither, Heather. I'm as confused as you are. Where did you guys hear all this? Yeah, that's Sweet Tea on her live. I'm playing her kick live. She has told the story many times on her live. The heck of me and Heather missed it. Sweet Tea, come up here. It's so much easier than trying to talk in chat. Or UA or both of you, I don't care. But someone that knows the story. Because a lot of us are totally lost. Me neither, Heather. Yeah, I think the man she calls dad is her uncle. Huh? Hey.
hey,
All right. A lot of us have never heard any of this before.
what
So we're
part?
like lost.
What part?
All of it.
Okay. Her mom and her dad died.
When?
Her birth dad died.
When?
And her mom married another guy, which is Brittany's stepdad. And that's
When?
the guy that her mom was married to, and has brothers with. Half brothers.
Okay, so her dad died when she was really young?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it just there's like crackling. I don't know. It's
Wait a minute. Let me drop and come back. Hold on a
all
minute.
right. Because her mom's been gone since 2014. I mean, did her dad die before that? Are you there? Demon, I'm kind of with you, but now I'm just kind of curious. But I'm kind of like, really, none of it kind of really matters.
Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Laura?
Yeah, I can hear.
Why am I not able to come on panel? Oh shit, I know what it is. Hold on a minute.
All right.
Hold on.
See, for me personally, though, this is going to make me feel bad for her. Like, if her life was like this fucked up. then I'm kind of going to feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, but that's what I'm saying, Damon. That's why I'm kind of curious, because I don't know how all of this came up. If it is a deep dive, if it's not a deep dive, fake Lou, I don't know. That's why I'm just curious. Hey.
Now I know. I was hooking to the TV and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. First, let me answer. Somebody in your chat wanted to know what business of it was mine. It is none of my business. Brittany put out there that she was doing all this backwood shit on everybody, on Queen and Truth and on Clue. And she said that anything on the internet was open for business, that you could do all the research you wanted to do. So this is all stuff that you all can find on your own. I didn't do anything backwoods. I didn't do no FOIA. I didn't do nothing like that. Because if I wanted to do FOIA, I would probably know more of an answer to all your questions. Because that's one reason I don't know the answer to everything. But now I'll answer your questions.
But she spoke about all of this on a live, I'm assuming.
She told on a live. She has told on a live that that's her stepdad. Yes.
See, I never knew that. And I'm glad I'm not the only one, because it seems a lot of people didn't know that. It's not just me.
But that was like forever ago. But I mean, like for a long time ago. And and I can't see your chat now because I had to leave the room and I can't see the TV at all now. So if anybody asks anything, you'll have to tell me. But anyway, her dad and the mom had two boys and her. I mean, and her, obviously, she's she would be his stepchild, which I think it's weird he was in the delivery room with her having a child. I think it's weird to have the father in the room anyway. I really think it's weird that he was in there with him being the stepfather. So there's that.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I thought it was the real father.
No. So when it comes to the mother dying, she gave one date, Craig has a date, and then online, there's not, well, the brother has a date, Craig has a date, and then Brittany has a date. There's all three dates. There's not an obituary for the mother dying. There's not not a death certificate, not in the state of North Carolina, South Carolina, or Georgia. And there's not a burial for her in any state. And I find it hard to believe there would have to be a death certificate no matter what. And I find it hard to believe that there would not be an obituary out there with her mother being alive when she passed away, and this being back in 2013.
So what do you think happened? Like, why do you think there's no birth certificate?
Now, UA thinks she's still alive. I don't think she's alive.
Maybe she's under a different name?
No. I mean, if she changed her name, she could have done that, I guess. I can't find where she changed her name, but that don't mean anything.
But maybe she had a different name from marriage?
I've got every name that she's had. I've got every address that she's had from like 1993 up until recently. I've got an address that she's supposed to live at right now. How are you living at an address if you're dead? Because, like, for example,
there has to be someone left behind to give someone if they pass.
Like, for example, if I did a search on you, I could do a search and I could find every address you had lived at, basically ever. Some of the dates will overlap, etc. But there should never be a date after you died. I mean, it might be a little bit of a date, but it'll just be like a couple of months, maybe, just because it hadn't been turned in yet, right?
But maybe Brittany has a different name than the rest of her family. Like maybe Brittany was the product of an affair, and therefore her name is completely different. Do you know what I mean?
Her dad was different.
What do you mean?
Brittany had a different daddy.
Okay. But I'm saying maybe Brittany Jackson is completely different than her mother and her biological father.
Do what now?
Maybe, all right. So let's say, I'm just going to throw this out. Her father was named Jim Smith. Her mother was named Michelle Caputo. All right. But Brittany, mom actually,
I'm reading what Clue wrote. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
mom actually had an affair with Jim Jones. So, or Jim Jackson. So, or no, I said that wrong. Jim Jones. And then so they named her Jackson, but the mom has a completely different name. I know what I'm thinking in my head. I just don't know how to relay it.
But mom was married to her daddy.
It doesn't mean her dad was her real biological father. And maybe mom had an affair and dad took over the baby.
They still have the last name. She still had the same last name. Was it? It's still. She still has an address that she's alive at.
But if you're looking at like been verified, those are always wrong. They have my dad still alive. He's been dead since 2014.
Okay.
So if you
But
go,
still, there's no criminal. There's no death certificate. That still matters. There'd have to be a death certificate. Take
Well,
that
yeah.
out of the equation. There still would have to be a death certificate. There's no death certificate. There's no burial plot, which there would not be a burial plot if she is cremated. So that's not a big deal. But there being no death certificate is a big deal. And I didn't use truth finders.
But maybe you just have the name wrong.
I tried every name I have for her.
I don't know, I just can't see her lying about that. Not that she doesn't lie about everything. I just think that's so weird to lie about something like that.
She's a liar. She's a proven liar.
But why lie about your mom's death?
Well, I tell you what I think. I think somebody's drawing money off of her and her dead. I just think she's not in the ground. Or if she's in the ground, I just don't think somebody put her there that was the government or whoever.
Okay, so all right. So whenever, let's say it's a true crime case.
Okay.
In order to find a killer, you have to have a motive. There has to be a motive. So what's the motive of Brittany lying about her mom being dead?
Brittany doesn't ever have to have a motive for anything. But if somebody's drawing a social security check off of her or other kind of check off of her, maybe Brittany's been told not to say anything.
But Brittany would never get that check. It would go to.
But I mean, who cares about Brittany? Maybe Brittany's being given money off of it. Who knows? I don't know anything. Brittany lies just to be lying. I mean, she's proven that just because she'll just say the sky's white, even if it were blue, just to be lying. What did you write, Clue? I missed what Clue wrote.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay, I'll stop typing, ruining my fun. Come on, Clue. Tell us what you think happened to her mama. Clue thinks she's in the freezer. No, I don't know if that's what Clue thinks or not. I just said that. Those buzzards love the backyard. That's right. And there's 3 deep freezers. I've heard that. I've heard that from a bunch of people in my chat, too. I mean, I don't know why
she
she
lie
lies.
about being on the mat meds? You're right, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just giving her too much credit. That why would you lie about your mom's death? Like, that's just weird.
Oh, I'm sorry, Clue. I'm sorry, Clue. I'll whisper it.
But I also didn't know her father was gone. I thought the stepdad was her dad. I had
No.
no clue that was a stepdad.
No. No.
How long did her stepdad raise her?
From the time she was like maybe like 2 or 3, maybe, or maybe a young child. I don't know. Maybe 5. I don't know. She was younger.
How did her dad die?
Do I look like I performed a DNA test on this man?
Well,
I do not know.
You know everything else. I figured you would know that.
Maybe Clue knows.
Clue, do you know how a father passed? Heather, I think you and I are the only ones that didn't know.
Okay. I dropped more stuff in that too.
I can't see her
Maybe
being
her mom is, she said, bitter, I'm kidding, I don't give a fuck. Maybe her mom is embarrassing, so she just says she's gone. That's true too.
But you also said you don't think that the mom is alive.
That's what I think. Just because I think that doesn't mean what anybody else thinks. I don't know. I'm just going off my brain.
Oh, Pamela said he died in a trailer fire.
I don't know. There's so many things that are weird going on in this family. For example, we got, okay, you know, the fire with the cousins, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that was a bullshit story.
No, that's a true story.
But it's not her story.
No, it is the true story. It is her story. Clue proved that. But there's also another child that died in a fire in that family.
Who?
With the grandmother was watching a child and it got burned in a fire alive and it died.
Oh God. The grandmother that raised her?
Yep. Two separate stories. Two separate sides. I mean, two. So is that not crazy?
So who's the arsonist?
You tell me. That family is littered with fucking killers, man. There's more killers in that family.
Yeah, but Brittany was too young.
Well, I didn't say Brittany did it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that whole family is fucked up, man. Like, that whole family is just, she wants to put out the dates on everybody's family. I'm putting the dates out on hers. She's like, run Clue and them into the ground. We're going to run her into the ground. Tell the truth on her. She can run them into the ground with lies. I could tell the truth on her.
Dude, that's crazy, though.
You got 2 murderers in jail. Direct lines.
What's up, noisy UA?
I just want to say, Brittany, I told you to stop.
Put that old noisy ass Cluminati up here too. That'll be 4. There'll be 3 of us Tennessee people up here. We'll be Tennessee Maxon.
No, I told her she's.
What about this? Her paternal
too much, so I
aunt
made her
married a
UA,
black man.
UA,
talk more into your mic, though. You sound far away.
I can't hear her.
Okay. I told her to stop coming after me with the, like, Riley Strange shit and then telling me to fucking apologize to Riley's parents who I had just talked to that day. Yeah.
Come on, Clue. Come on, Tennessee girl. We want us all in chat.
And so
2 fires.
So she
2 fires.
She said, she likes deep
Why
dives.
can't I hear UA?
You can hear her?
Let's see.
I can't. I don't hear anything from her.
All right.
UA, talk again.
Can
you hear a bit of T?
Mm-mm.
All right, jump down and come back up.
Which one?
You.
Me? Oh my God. Y'all know this is difficult.
Yeah, she done fucked around and she's about on the find out part. So, my deep dives are a little different than a BJ deep dive. So.
Hey, Clue.
Hello.
I'm not Satan.
Huh?
Like, I'll never hear the end of it if I go up there. I'm not fucking Satan.
No, Clue's the devil.
Oh, you don't understand. I typed that with excitement.
Okay.
I don't care what these people say.
Okay.
Who are y'all? Stay mad.
It's research. It's on the internet. She said the other, like, if it's on the internet, right? It's fair game.
But this is wild, though. I really thought that her stepdad was her dad. Like, I had no idea that there were all these fires and the story. I had
Yeah,
no
that's why.
idea.
Do you remember how she would say, like, she had a fear of the kid, like that's why the kids didn't sleep upstairs, because she was afraid she wouldn't be able to get to them in case of a fire. And
Yeah,
then,
but I thought that story was bullshit.
No,
Or
it's
it
real.
wasn't hers.
I mean, if her chat is God's waiting room, and
Oh,
her
I know.
being around her is also a ticket to God's waiting room too. So,
But if she's had, I mean, let's be real. If she's had all these fires and all these negatives, like, it's no wonder she's scared about her kids. I mean, that's normal.
how?
Right?
Well, no, they just did all that fucking quote unquote remodeling of the kitchen. You think any of that shit was up to code? No, there's bare wires hanging around and
Yeah,
shit.
that's true.
Yeah, she ain't that scared enough to get it done right. Fuck that shit.
That's true. That's a good
Why
point.
you ask why the fuck she would lie about her mama? Well, it makes a really nice story of poor pitiful me. My mama, she passed away from doing drugs and stuff, and her recovery story that clearly she lied about in that too. I mean, the bitch, she doesn't even tell the truth about the fucking weather, Laura. Why do you
That's
give her
true.
like
I can read you the article if you want me to.
Yeah, can you?
Yep. Hold on.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just giving her too much credit, but
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I just can't
From
believe
what?
she's that diabolical.
she's that fucking yeah.
Okay.
When I think of someone that diabolical, I think of somebody that is much smarter than she is.
She's gotten away with a lot of stuff so far.
Clue, where'd you put it?
Oh, I was gonna read it.
Oh, okay, go for it.
The headline is Toddler Killed in House Fire. Children playing with a cigarette lighter apparently caused a fire in southeast Atlanta today that killed a 3-year-old girl and seriously burned an uncle who tried to save her. Authorities said, I'm not going to give the name out, but a man, 19, was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital with second-degree burns to his arms and neck, injuries received when he attempted to rescue Blink from the flames in the small single-story frame house. Oddly enough, the address is in fact 666. Blink and his wife Blink were babysitting Blink and her twin brother while the children's parents Blink and wife Blink were at work, said an aunt Blink. Deputy Fire Chief blah blah said the blaze occurred shortly after 9:30 a.m. in the living room.
And Brittany claims she was there.
I don't remember if she said that or not.
If she ever claimed that she was there. She just says, I remember her saying that that's the reason why she's afraid to let the kids sleep in the attic. So she sleeps. That was her reason for why she sleeps with the kids downstairs.
Yeah.
See, and I would buy that, except when I remember what you just said, like there's open wires and there's all this shit that would cause a fire.
Yeah.
That kind of wipes that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing done because nothing's done to code and everything.
I mean, she also claims she's afraid of bugs, and we've seen how many crawl on her now.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I mean, she's also going to do a cooking show, but she doesn't have a kitchen. We've been waiting. She's never done. She said, you know, her Patreon, join her Patreon. She hadn't done a Michael Jackson deep dive.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that.
I mean, shit. Like, I mean, the fact that a liar lies is, I mean, what better person to quote unquote enter true crime than someone that's gotten away with stuff in her life and never had any accountability. I mean, why does she need 3 deep fries? Do you know every time she goes grocery shopping, what's the one thing that she always mentions to get?
Meat.
Mm-hmm. What's the thing that most people put in their deep freezers?
Popsicles.
Yeah.
Meat, you know? And then, so, you know, why the fuck is she not using the deep freezer, quote unquote, meat? And why are these buzzards so attracted to her backyard that they just all like to congregate out there, which is also where the deep freezers are? And then you have the allegedly $800 power bill.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I think so too.
I mean, I agree, but you know.
Because if you get an $800 light bill, you're fucking calling the electric company and being like, yo, bitch, this is like way out of line. What is going on? There's no way it's just, okay, we have an $800 bill for a 1,300 square foot house. No problem. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I just looked on the list. I don't see a ballpark mama on my block list. Yeah, the electric company would call too. And I'm not buying that one. Yeah, so the person that was burned, and Bitter Tea, I dropped you another link. The person that was burned wasn't her father though in that fire?
Let me look. No, it was.
Oh, that was okay.
Well, or stepfather. I don't know which one.
No, it would have been her real father then. Because his stepfather's still alive, right?
I mean, he didn't die.
He didn't die. He just got burned.
Oh, okay. I'm so confused. So who's the uncle? People are now saying uncle?
Yeah, there was an uncle there. Let me see.
And this was Georgia or North Carolina?
Georgia. No, I think it was the dad who was babysitting.
Okay. And her biological dad did not raise her.
How do we know that?
I don't know. Someone just said.
Oh.
So their uncle would be her dad. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like if her family is this fucked up, she's just going to create a whole new family in her own head and like a whole new persona.
Right. So just kill off, like, you know, my last one died, and then you can just, you know, create whatever narrative you know. She's backstage, she said.
See, I don't know. That kind of makes me feel bad for her.
Oh my God, Laura.
No, it does though. Like I feel bad that
what do you feel?
He's had that much of a fucked up life. I mean, it's one thing if you are a complete fucking asshole and you are a pathological liar and whatever, and you actually come from a good home and had a good life, then you're just, a black sheep. But when you have someone this fucked up who grew up so fucked up and doesn't want anyone to know or tries to hide it and create a new persona, that's like a whole nother level of mental illness.
Yeah, she's fucking mentally ill.
Yeah, but you can't fault someone for being mentally ill. Like, if you really believe that she's that mentally ill, you can't fault her for it.
Nobody that's fucking not mentally ill would live in the fucking conditions that she lives in, not bathed for God knows how long. Like, look at her. Like, she doesn't. I mean, God. Like, nobody that isn't mentally ill puts themselves in those conditions to live in, and that is by fucking choice.
That's true.
I don't think it was that bad before someone passed away. I really don't. I don't think it was that bad I don't know. I keep thinking that, but then I think about like that when that first video leaked or picture or whatever where the house looked like that person was still there. So I don't know.
See, but also, someone in chat just brought up a good point, and they're right. She knows what a fucked up life she's had, but she does nothing to change it. That's where I don't feel bad, because she's not doing anything to better her life. She's not doing anything
or making sure
get
her
help.
kids
Exactly.
don't have one.
Yeah.
That's true too.
She's literally cannot even fucking get them to school, or at least make sure, knowing that she's not responsible, make sure that they go on a bus. Like, I mean, shit,
Yeah, like if you can't get up in the morning, which I fully believe is like the situation, right? Put them on the bus.
She is able to get up though when it's clinic day.
Well, do you notice how our kids are in bed early every night? Amazing
Now.
that it's exactly. It's
In the summer.
Yep. And her kids are in bed. The kids are sleeping even on his birthday. Really, Brittany? Because during the school year, these kids are fucking hungry at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right.
But now they're perfect. Now they're going to bed at a good hour. Get the fuck out of here, Brittany. I think that was
Bitter T
ridiculous.
says she's backstage. How long are you gonna leave her back?
Oh.
You don't offer any refreshments or anything?
I know, right? I'm so horrible. What's up, Bitter T?
I'm fucking unsubscribing.
Oh.
First of all, I had a
now I can't hear because Bitter T's up. Okay, I'll have to come back.
I had a mother and father who were alcoholics. I lived a fucking insane childhood, and I grew up and I told myself I was not marrying a man like that. My husband won't even hardly drink alcohol. So fuck that shit. I'm not listening to no fucking bullshit that has to do with that. Anybody who does that shit is a fucking cop out. You make your life what you want it to fucking be. Like Miss Nobody up there says, you are what you put out there to the world. So I fucking refuse to believe that shit. She makes herself a shitty person, and that's what she portrays to the world, and that's what she's going to be. And if you're going to have a heart for her, I can't be your friend.
I didn't say I have a heart for her. What I'm saying, though, is I did not realize that her family is this fucked up. Does that change the fact that she is choosing to continue the cycle? Yeah, that's her choice. That has nothing to do with mental illness because she's a big manipulator and a liar. But I'm just saying, from a psychological point of view, it does. I know that she's not this diabolical piece of shit for no reason. She's a diabolical piece of shit because of where she comes from. Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know that
like
she
I
had a
said, my
bad
mom
life.
and dad were alcoholics. I grew up with some fucked up shit in my childhood. I could tell you some stories that would fucking turn your hair upside down, and it would. I mean, really would. I mean, but my life with my child has never been like that. I've done everything that I could to make her have a good life.
See, and I agree with that too, based on my own father. I mean, my dad was amazing to us, but growing up, and I've told this before, he was sexually abused, he was physically abused. Like my grandparents were assholes on my dad's side. And my dad, when he met my mom, had told her, I am going to be the best father ever, and I am going to raise our kids to never have to feel what I felt. And my mom was from the other side of the tracks, and her family, helped my dad out of the Bronx, out of Brooklyn, and he ended up, growing up, not growing up, but in his 20s, marrying my mom and built a multi-million-dollar business. So I understand that you want to do better for your children. And that's where Brittany fails. So I totally understand what you're saying, though.
And I'm looking at your chat, and it's full of people with stories like mine. So,
Bitter, can you hear us?
I can hear. I guess she can't. Bitter T, can you hear anyone?
no, don't tell me I got to drop again. I hate y'all.
Try. I don't know why.
What app are like? I tried coming up in.
I hate life. I got treatment tomorrow. I gotta wake up early. Hold on a minute.
Try using Google Chrome. I'm hoping that doesn't fuck me over.
Can you hear UA?
No.
Bitter T, she said try using Google Chrome.
Poor T. She's a little salty right now.
No, I agree with you, Midwest. And it is true. Like I'm not saying that it's an excuse for her. I'm just saying that I can kind of understand why she developed into who she is, kind of. I don't know.
Help me with that one, because I'm refusing to find. I can't seem to find that.
Just from a psychological point of view, now I can see where this stems from. Not knowing anything and not knowing any of her background or history, it's just, okay, well, how'd she get here? What makes her tick? What makes her the way she is? That's just how I see people. Like, I want to know what makes them tick. Just like with a case, what makes the killer tick? Why do they do what they do? Now I have a little bit better understanding of where Brittany comes from.
When she turns out to be, the next Gypsy Rose or whatever, you'll have a better understanding.
Pretty much. Yeah, it might explain why she goes after moms in true crime cases. Might explain why she.
How does it explain why she goes after moms in true crime cases when she is the fucking exact?
Because of her own mom.
No, she is that same mom. Like, she's covering a case, she covers cases.
I mean, we don't know that her mom was a bad person or wasn't a good mom.
We just know that she said she was, like, she did this, but we also know she's a compulsive liar, so.
Well, she's funny as hell through the spirit box.
Sure.
I will give her credit for that. She's on point. Like a little. Sometimes I'm like, did she show that? Like, is it a little too on the nose for me?
I don't know, because if you think about it, most people wanted to someone like Brittany, not most people in general, but someone like Brittany, Gypsy Rose, all these psychos, they want to become a certain person. And that Brittany does that every day. She warps into everybody else.
Who does she want to become?
I don't think she knows yet. I think
no, she knows exactly what she wants. She like her chat is actually the people that she preys on. Okay. And she manipulates them, and I think that honestly, she, like Iris said in her comment, she covers what I don't know that she relates to it because she doesn't recognize that in herself truly. But she covers what she is, which is a true crime.
Yeah, but that could be the narcissist in her, and we're trying to figure herself out.
The narcissist doesn't try to figure themselves out, Laura.
Yeah, they do. They want to learn who they are.
No, they want to learn. The narcissist is looking for their supply, and their supply is sitting there in that chat, and in her Discord, giving her dollars for
Well, yeah, that's her manipulation tactic.
That's her supply.
She wants to see how bad she can manipulate, what she can get away with. I agree with that. That's why people were saying Craig's the abuser. I think she's the abuser. I don't think Craig
Oh,
is.
I do too.
I agree.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can hear
I do.
everybody.
I think it's her.
Yay.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What,
This whole
did you try
thing.
coming up in Google Chrome?
No, y'all didn't tell me to do that.
I did. I put it in chat, but
Doesn't matter. It's working.
Oh my God, let's braid hair. I don't have any, but we can.
But I do. I think she's the abuser.
I
think
agree.
Craig
Look
is
at what she's covering tonight.
I did want to cry for him yesterday, though.
Who?
Sorry. Craig, when he was talking about his brother.
Oh yeah.
I mean, me and you, I know you know the same thing I'm talking about with brothers and sisters, and my, I had twins and one passed away, and the birthday is on the 8th, that's coming up on the 8th. And, so I've been like dreading that. I had to actually leave Krama's chat earlier because I got all emotional. I was like, I gotta have somebody to talk to for a minute. But so I know I felt sorry for him because she made it all about her. Like when he was talking to her about it.
Well, I think it's funny because I know fiance was very vocal last night and definitely hinted at her being the issue and what she covering tonight, that John and Kate +8 and how abusive emotionally or whatever that lady is to her husband. And it's like she always does that shit, man. When she gets called on something, watch what she covers next. It will absolutely, she does it, in my opinion, almost like, well, it's almost like I'm not like this because clearly I don't have a problem talking about this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I actually heard this interview. It was a couple of days ago that I listened to it, and it's pretty intense, but it's like it's only his side. Like you don't know if it's true. Yeah, he's a kid, but he lived with his dad, and who knows if he was brainwashed. I'm not saying that's the case, but it's just his side.
There's also different types of abuse, and I'll say that too. There's, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and neglect and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you,
I
I
think
think
they're abusive in their own ways.
I think lying to your partner is a form of abuse, and she definitely has Craig thinking that we came to North Carolina for court. That's a lie.
And that I guess Craig thinks that they won the RICO.
Yeah.
No, but she also has him convinced that Granny and everybody took her to court, that you guys are all the evil ones because Clue took her to court and Granny took her to court, and he's convinced of this. And I'm like, wow, he really thinks that that Granny and Clue were the aggressors.
The other night, he said he needs to finish Clue off. It's time to finish them off.
Yeah. Scary. He's a
Well,
scary person.
I was proven to be telling the truth today. So, Clue, you can take a seat. I mean, Greg, you can take
You
a
talk
seat.
about yourself in the third person
Yeah.
I think
now?
you are Clue.
Speaking of Clue, me and UA got a bone to pick with you. UA,
Which one?
you know what it is?
Which one?
I'll let you tell her.
The fucking pool. It's
What
been
about
a
it?
fucking 1,000,000 degrees outside, you son of a bitch, and we haven't been invited to that motherfucking pool one damn time.
I'm just gonna show up with like one day with some armbands on.
I'm fixing to show up with a fucking rubber duck or some shit, and I'm just gonna knock on the bell. Ding dong, motherfucking bitch, I'm here.
I mean, y'all have the address. What's the problem?
I'm afraid to do that because I done been told about cameras, guns, and shit like that. I am not showing up with a gun to my head.
No.
When you tell me we can come, we will come.
The only
Just
time
honk
we
real loud and say honk like you're an Amazon driver.
Yeah.
As it is miserable in Tennessee as it is here lately.
Oh God.
I was gonna get
I don't know what they're talking about. It felt great here, but
Monday, or I think it was Monday, I was like gonna go to the dentist. I had a dental appointment, and I was like, oh shit, I could totally like go home, like put on a bathing suit, but like my contacts were just from like walking in and then walking out they were like dried out on my eyeballs. Like it was just so fucking miserable.
Yeah, it's
Here,
been
I hadn't even be able to go outside.
Are you
still
live that
white.
way too, Bitter Tea?
Huh?
You live by them too?
I live closer to Clue than UA does.
Oh wow.
Me and Clue can get to each other in about 15 minutes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're best friends. We see each other every day. Yeah, that's how I got to the pool. I'm just kidding. I'm the same color as white as her shirt right now. It's so hot here.
My daughter just started dating a guy in Nashville. I was like, why do you keep going back and forth?
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
It's her I didn't think they was gonna go anywhere, but they've been dating
What
like a
part of
month
town
already.
in Nashville does you can tell me off
3 hours.
Nashville to me is an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes. Hour and 30 minutes.
Is it that short?
Yeah.
I figured it was 3
I
hours.
told you, hey, we got to get together one of these days. I
Well-
haven't been there in a while.
I say 3 hours because I think about me driving to Nashville and stuff, but it's like 3 hours for me, but I have to drive another hour to get to Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Brittany has definitely got her own true crime going on over there. I don't know what's going on with her mom. I'm everybody in chat when people are like they want receipts. There's no receipt to give on her mom because nobody knows
There's
the
no
answer.
death certificate. There's no.
See, but all right, here's another question though. Can you really be that mentally ill when you're that much of a manipulator? Like you have to have some sort of
Mental illness. Like, okay, so there are you have cluster B, right?
Yeah.
Mental illnesses, and they use like histrionic people. So they use that mental illness as a way to be like manipulative and it's just. Did you watch the video that Clue played the other day about like how narcissistic mothers are to their babies?
I was listening to it, but I was also making candles, so I was like half paying attention.
It was good.
Yeah, I didn't even like listen to it beforehand. I was like, I'm sure it'll fit because
Yeah, it was really good.
Do you still have the link?
Danish popped off. Yeah, I can find it.
Do you still have the link? Oh, you sent it to me, didn't you?
The Danish one with the babies?
No, I'm saying you had sent me.
I don't.
The link she played, right?
I don't know.
Or did you post it?
I'm confused.
I missed that one. I guess I was
I
asleep
can
during
drop
that
it in
live.
chat. Sam, what do you wish you were warned about her? Like BJ, she should come with a warning sign. I totally agree.
There it is.
This is related to babies.
She definitely should come with something. But have you noticed almost her whole entire chat right now is almost all new people with the exception of like 4 or 5?
Notice, what'd you say about?
Her chat is like a lot of new people except 4 or 5 people. Like it's starting to do a turnover. She's starting to get a turnover going. Where
She's
she is.
because she has Laura haters, and Laura
That's
haters
what
are
I'm
not going
saying.
to tip. Laura haters are not going to give her money. They're just going to, as soon as you're not talking about me, they're not going to be interested. And I think she's starting to realize that.
Bless her heart. And they have to listen to like the shit. Maybe they just like go in the chat and just mute her ass so they don't have to listen to her bullshit.
This video?
Yep.
A narcissist's real nature more quickly than the presence of a baby. A baby strips away their mask because innocence cannot be manipulated. And pure.
By the way, that's another thing. She is so fucking fake with this baby. Like, she makes it out like she wants everyone to think she's such a good mom. It's like, bitch, you are so fake. Nobody talks. I mean, you could talk baby talk, but nobody talks like that. Like,
No.
it's just so fake.
He's going to explain it too.
I want to do research on one thing about her. I want to know what it is with her and accents.
Oh, girl. That is, everybody fakes their accent. No one on the entire internet talks in their real voice.
I do.
To
I
this
do.
chick. I'm talking about to
Yeah,
BJ.
to BJ.
Oh, I was like, oh, okay.
Even people that she reviews videos on.
She said it about you, Laura.
I know. She's like, B.
You
Tim
have a
made
baby
fun of
mom.
her accent. I'm like, B. Tim is from New York. What the fuck are you talking about? He didn't make fun of my accent.
Like you did something one day and she was reviewing you and you said blah, 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 blah. And then you like changed the way you said it. And she said, listen, see, I think the second way she said it, that's her real accent.
Oh
Not
my
the
God.
first way. That's her real accent the second way. And I'm like, bitch, she just changed the way she said it.
Yeah, no, I make like when I get super chats, sometimes I'll make fun of her. I'm like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Look how pretty you are. Like that. Maybe that's what she's talking about. It's like, no, Brad, I'm making fun of you.
I feel like we should have somebody drop an emoji like the target emoji if he says something that you recognize is BJ. I'm just
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So everyone drop a target when you think it is something like BJ.
Need cannot be ignored. Narcissists do not long for the responsibility of raising a child. They long for the novelty, the entertainment, the feeling of holding something that makes them look good for a moment. Like a puppy they can play with, show off, and then hand back when the effort becomes too much. But a baby is not part-time love, is it? A baby requires endless patience, attention, and care. You would think innocence would melt them, but it does the opposite. A baby's cry unsettles them. A baby's smile makes them jealous. What should awaken love awakens contempt. They're all.
See, that's another thing I thought of. Is she going to be jealous? Like, is she jealous of Craig's love for the baby?
Yes.
And what is she going to do about it?
That's a good question. What do mamas do when they're jealous, you know?
Pinch them.
But it's also why one of the reasons I don't think she's going to get the baby's foot fixed, because then she's not perfect. And then Craig will have issues, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just one of the reasons I think she won't get the baby's foot fixed.
I think CPS might help her make that.
But but it already would be in motion. The baby's 2 months old. She would already be in braces and cast, and it would be on its way to be fixed already. And she hasn't said one word. You know what I mean? You would
Unless
think,
it is, and she's just not saying that. You know what I mean?
but you don't think she would use that to grift?
No.
Not
That
if
might
it's
be the
more.
reason.
Not if it's more embarrassing.
For her, yeah.
She doesn't have to, like, let's face it, people on the internet give her money all the time. So it's not really worth the embarrassment, maybe, to her. Because it's interesting that she said Craig specifically didn't want people to know.
That could be the reason too why the baby is cranky. Not that it's cranky to me. I don't know. I don't listen to it. But when it whines, because if it's got a cast or if it's got braces on, those are uncomfortable for babies.
They said
So
clubfoot's extremely painful. Like their whole life. If it's not fixed, they said it's very painful.
So
I doubt they're doing stretches, Holly, but you know.
I don't know anything about it, but I'm just saying.
Well, it was interesting the way that she said it. She said she had clubfoot. Like she said it in past tense, and I'm like, had? Like
how long does it take to heal?
Depends on how bad it is, I would say.
Maybe that's why one of the reasons I was going to say maybe that's why the baby was in the NICU. But I don't think
the CPS 30-day rules while the baby was over, not with them.
That might be another reason why she's not putting the baby on camera. Like, I know that she says she's not doing it because, for obvious reasons, that we wouldn't do it. But we are using Brittany. If she doesn't want anybody to know, she's not going to show it.
I also think there's something just based on Craig's words. I think there's something wrong with the baby because Craig will be like, you know, oh, she doesn't look weird anymore, or some stupid shit, like stuff that most people would never say.
Yeah.
I think so too, but I haven't said that out loud to anybody.
And then she'll be like, yeah, I was in the store and, you know, they said how cute she was. Brittany, shut up. So.
Sounds are exaggerated. Their expressions betray the act. They lift the baby onto their lap for show, but the performance collapses within minutes. The child becomes an inconvenience and the baby is passed back. Even their body language gives them away. Instead of tenderness, there is stiffness, clumsy movements, or a grip that is too tight. And when the baby cries, they do not soothe, they shame instead. They sneer at dirty diapers, roll their eyes at late night cries, and act as though sacrifice is beneath them. What should call out compassion instead reveals cruelty. Because sacrifice is the one thing a narcissist cannot make. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through 7 weird, unsettling ways a narcissist behaves around babies. Before we get started, something important for you to know. I have opened doors to my Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse membership only for 4 days. If you want in, click the link in the description of this episode and I will see you on the other side. Number 1, they mock cries. The sound of a baby crying can move most people to respond with care. It stirs a protective instinct. But for a narcissist, that sound ignites something extreme. To them, a baby's cry is unbearable. Why? Because it represents something they cannot stand. And what is that? Raw need, vulnerability. And need is the very thing they despise because it reminds them of their own buried helplessness. Instead of leaning into comfort, they twist in contempt, as I said. They roll their eyes, make irritated faces, or snap at the parents as if the baby is at fault for existing. Many go further, mocking the baby's cries, exaggerating the sounds in cruel mimicry, or even telling someone to shut that thing up. The baby's vulnerability, which should invite gentleness, only exposes the narcissist's own lack of empathy. What is really happening here is projection. The cry echoes their repressed memories of times they themselves were helpless, needy, or ignored. And since they cannot face that pain, they do not want to, they attack it when they hear it outside themselves. That's why the cry feels like poison to them. It mirrors the humanity they swore to erase from their own identity. Number two, fake cooing. Watch closely when a narcissist leans
Million target.
toward a baby. The awe comes out too polished, too loud, and too staged. The smile is overstretched, the tone too sugary, and the timing too calculated. It's not a wave of affection
Ooh.
flowing naturally, is it? It's performance.
Well,
That's I mean, I'm sorry, but it's like he knows her.
yeah, I agree.
They best friends, aren't they?
This is like so spot on. And I mean, I'm kind of old. I've seen a lot of people with babies. I have never been able to detect that fakeness because all moms talk to their babies. Oh, come here, little baby. You know what I mean? Like I talk to my friends' kids like that. But for some reason with Brittany, it just comes across as phony. And I've never really been able to pick it out like that before. But yeah, it's just fake as fuck.
It just sounds forced.
It does. It
Very
sounds.
forced.
Yep.
Baby should be, losing a child, and I've lost two. Losing a child, you should, at this point in her life, she should be putting down YouTube, taking in the smell of a newborn baby
Yep.
from the top of its head, memorizing its face, counting every hair on its little head, thanking God for every breath that it takes, especially knowing it's your last one and you're 40 years old, you should know that. I mean, and I guess losing a child, like I said, I know that more than anybody, not more than anybody else, because there's other people that have experienced that. But I mean, I'm just saying personally, I know that. So,
And that baby will be fidgeting and she'll be like, oh, hi, Nicole. Oh my God, bitch, take care of your fucking
right.
child.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you not experiencing that? Like, there was nothing to me than like holding my baby and just sniffing her head and just letting her snuggle me. And you know what I'm saying? And I only have one birth child. I do have an adopted child that's living, but besides my birth child. But anyway, that's beside the point.
And she can't even say, like, her of all people, can't use the excuse, oh, well, I don't want to make you guys hold on too long. She can't
Right.
use that because she says it a million times a day.
Somebody said, was it you that counted how many times that she said
Oh,
hold
yeah.
on?
Yep.
What was it, 70 something or 40 something?
They're all different. But one night she was, I think the highest was like 142. Then there was
Jesus
ones
Christ.
49, ones with 70 something, like every night. It was either hold on. There was a couple of terms that we looked up.
I think this was like in the last night or two. Somebody said it was way up there and she hadn't even made it out of the, talking to everybody yet.
Yeah, I'll look it up. It was the last stream.
Crazy.
They do this why? Because society demands it. Everyone knows the appropriate response when you see a baby. So the narcissist mimics it to avoid being exposed as cold. But there is no warmth behind it. And this is crazy because babies feel energy more than words. You will often see the child stiffen, glance away, or even fuss in their arms because they sense the hollowness. I'm talking about my own experience. People tell me you would never settle in your father's arms and then he would physically harm you. He would beat you up. I know the reason why, because I felt the energy that he hid from the rest of the people around him. What looks like tenderness to the crowd unsettles the baby. That disconnect is powerful proof. The infant does not understand language, but they know when love is absent. And the narcissist's fake cooing, meant to convince everyone else of their sweetness, becomes unsettling theater that betrays the emptiness inside.
Oh, Granny
Number
grunt
three,
grunt.
they overhandle.
What?
Granny grunt grunt. Pookie bear. Pookie pookie.
You ain't shut up.
A lot. When a caring person holds a baby, you can see the instinct to cradle, to protect, and steady the little body. With a narcissist, that instinct is missing. They grip too tightly, move too abruptly, or bounce the baby around like a showpiece.
Target.
It's not about the baby's comfort ever, it's about their ego always. Holding the child proves something, that they are trusted, that they are good with kids, that they deserve admiration. They insist.
That's interesting because I keep saying she holds the baby too much. Like, put the baby down, and that's really interesting.
And bouncing.
Yeah, exactly. That's wild.
I would say put the
keep-
baby down. I'd say hold the baby to keep the roaches off of her, but I don't know that that's helping anything at all.
Keeping the baby in their arms longer than necessary, not for the child's sake, but for the attention it brings them. To them, the baby is an accessory. They hold the child the way someone may hold an expensive bag, a proof of status. And babies feel it. They often wriggle, stiffen, or cry because even before they have words, they can tell when they are being cherished and when they're being possessed. That small unease is truth breaking through the performance. What looks like nurturing is actually dominance, and what looks like affection is really control. Number four, they make irritated faces. Narcissists rarely say out loud that they resent, hate babies, but their faces tell the story. Watch closely, and you'll notice the quick flashes, the tightened lips, the rolling eyes, the subtle grimace that vanishes the moment they realize they are being watched. These micro expressions leak contempt before they can cover it with a fake smile. The irritation always returns when the spotlight is gone. They will smile for the photo, hold the baby for a few moments of admiration, and then quickly hand the child back. When it is time for a diaper change, they disappear. When the baby wakes crying at night, they are nowhere to be found. They want the applause of parenting without making any sacrifices. And that's the real divide. They perform love when it's visible. But when love demands effort in the quiet hours, the 3 a.m. feedings, the patience through endless crying, where are they? They vanish. Their irritated faces reveal they just want credit for sacrifice without making one. Who's making that sacrifice? You. Number five, they're jealous of attention. A baby has a unique power. The moment they enter a room, people light up. Conversations pause, heads turn, energy shifts toward the child. That simple, effortless magnetism is unbearable for a narcissist because they want all the attention. To them, it feels like theft. They believe they deserve to be the center. So when the baby steals the spotlight, they go crazy. The smile does not reach their eyes anymore. Their tone shifts, or they start sulking, speaking louder to drag the gaze back to themselves. Like I said, they become quiet. Other times, they create dramas to reassert dominance. But what truly drives them.
Do you think that's why she gets mad that we were, according to her, interested in the baby? But you know what I mean? Like everything was talking about the baby. You think that's why she got so mad? Do you know what I mean? Where she was like, my baby wasn't in the NIC unit, and my baby wasn't this, and my baby wasn't that. And why do you care about the baby so much? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, just a thought.
Mad is not just loss of attention, it's the purity of the baby's hold on people. A baby does not have to perform like them or scheme. They're loved simply for being. That effortless love is something the narcissist has never tasted. They have to claw, manipulate, and act just to earn temporary admiration. Seeing a child draw it naturally feels like salt on the deepest wounds. So the jealousy is not just about attention, it's about the raw truth that innocence gets what their ego will never, ever get. What is that? Unconditional love. Number six, performative play. These narcissists, they play with the baby when others are watching. Their voice gets too sweet, their laughter too loud, and moments theatrical. It looks like joy, but it's acting. The second the audience leaves, the performance ends. The baby is set aside or handed back. What seems like love is never about the child, it's about the image of being a playful, warm parent. The baby was a stage prop for their reputation. The disturbing part is that babies can
Yeah, that's target.
Stage prop for your for your reputation. Whew.
sense the
Yeah, Laura, I agreed with you. I was just watering my plant, but yeah.
No, I was asking a question. Like, do you think that's why she would get
No.
so mad?
I
Well,
think she would get so mad because of the whole thing around like why she didn't have the baby.
no, I know she was trying to cover that up, but I'm saying overall, like based on what he just said,
No,
that it's taking, if we're focusing on the baby, then it's taking away from her.
No,
I mean, even when she gave birth, the story wasn't about her
baby.
or the baby.
Exactly. It was about her.
Yeah, the heroic
Yeah. I'm dying.
life-saving mission.
And that, honestly, though, that very well could have happened based on the fact that she never had prenatal care. So if she had preeclampsia untreated, I don't doubt she had this horrific, aftermath. But it's your own fault. Like, I have no sympathy for you. You did this all to yourself, and whatever's wrong with your baby, you did to that baby. Sorry, I got no sympathy for you.
like I said earlier. They fidget, avoid eye contact, or look restless because even without language, they know the difference between being bonded with and being used as an accessory. What should have been a sacred moment of connection becomes hollow theater. And once you see the pattern, you realize every smile, every exaggerated laugh was never for the child, but for the crowd watching. Number 7 and the last one. They compete with the baby. This is one of the strangest dynamics, yet it happens. Instead of celebrating their own baby's growth, narcissists find ways to compete with them. They brag, she smiled at me more than you, or claim, the baby only stops crying in
Target.
I know. I'm in here trying to tell my targets.
my arms. When the child reaches for someone else, they sulk as if rejected. What should be joy becomes rivalry. They treat milestones as contests,
Target.
as though love and attention are resources that must be won. Even a baby's giggle becomes a battlefield for their fragile ego. The tragedy is that love is supposed to expand around a child, but with a narcissist, it contracts. Even an infant who has no concept of competition becomes a rival in their eyes. Their hunger for control and admiration is so
Target.
absolute that no one, not even a newborn,
It's like we just heard this conversation last night between the two of them.
Yeah.
is spared. This is why being around a narcissist never feels safe for a child. Instead of receiving unconditional love, the baby becomes part of the narcissist's endless games of comparison and control.
Go out.
So, bringing it all together, when you look closely at how a narcissist behaves around a baby, you see something chilling. Innocence does not bring out their best, it exposes their worst. The cries, the smiles, the needs that should awaken compassion instead awaken contempt, jealousy, and fakery. And that is the ultimate truth about narcissists. That's why they're evil. Even the purest form of love cannot reach them because love requires sacrifice, patience, and humility. Qualities they simply do not have, should I say, they cannot have, do not want to have. What have been your experiences? What have you observed? Let me know in the comments and make sure to join my membership program. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.
Hey, guys.
Physical intimacy for most people is a moment of connection, isn't it?
Flora.
Sorry, I had to let the dog out.
Yeah.
Guess what I found today?
What?
As a roach fact, they like alcohol. People who drink alcohol, they crawl in people's mouth that drink alcohol a
Ew.
lot.
Ew, for real?
You look it up, man. I found it today. I put it on my live. I was like, what the fuck? Can you imagine how many roaches that Craig's probably eaten?
Oh my God, that's gross.
I know it. I need a oh my God from Cletus.
At least Craig brushes his teeth.
Well, right.
Well, hey.
I was like, what?
She has a few left to brush. Maybe she'll brush them, the couple she has, more often.
Oh, that's so nasty.
I just thought I'd have to tell y'all that because I worry about that baby having bugs go in its mouth and ears and all that shit. And when that came up on my computer as to why, I was like, oh my God. I was like, can you imagine just like looking over at him and big bunch of roaches being on his face with his mouth open?
See, and I was saying yesterday, like, this is a little graphic, but imagine them like having sex and roaches are fucking like.
I don't want to think that. No,
I'm telling you though, like,
I just
like, what do you do?
Artificial
Instead of smacking his ass, you're smacking a roach on his ass. Like, I don't know.
Do you think they just knock it off and keep on going, or what?
Oh, for sure.
Think about that though. Just
the roach is probably cleaner than she is. So I mean,
think about it though. Like, how do you even lay in bed?
Ugh.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Not the same, but ain't no
screwdriver.
way I would crawl in that bed. Like, oh, no way would I.
Was it Cletus?
She would be. I think this is a great way for BJ to make money. I think she should go on Fear Factor.
Oh my God!
I mean, if she can live in that house, like, you know, they're always like having those like hissing cockroaches where you lay down and they pour like the hissing cockroaches on. She won't bother her at all.
It said on that thing.
I feel like I'm at home.
It said on that thing too when I was looking all of it up. It was like saying that a roach probably crawled in her hair, thinking that it was because they like dark places to hide, and like probably was in her hair, thinking it was a dark place to hide. And when she spoke, it vibrated that thing. It's on its butt, and that's how it hears these two prongs on its butt. I've read too much about this. I'm sorry, but anyway.
Dark places to hide. Can you imagine how many are in her fupa?
I agree.
Oh my God, stop it. And anyway, it said that they can't hold on to the hair because of it being oily, and that it did a death drop. And that's
what?
That's what it said.
Oh, it like slides, like, because it's wet, like dirty.
I think it fell when she put her hair behind her ear. It may have even been in her ear.
Ew.
Well, that's what it said when I looked it up. Like, I put in there exactly what it did, and that's what it said on there. Because I had heard back in the 60s that people, I think it was the 60s when they had the beehives, that women would get roach nest up in their hairs.
Oh my God.
So I looked to see if they could still do that, because I was like, well, maybe that's why BJ cut her hair. And it said that they won't nest in there because they can't latch on to it.
See, but I said that earlier, I think on Queen Bee's panel, is that I bet that's why she cut her hair, because she was getting roaches in them.
Oh,
and the baby was like pulling them. Maybe roaches like fell on her.
Well, I think it was just going for a better view of the screen. It just wanted to watch what was on the computer screen. She just accidentally knocked it off. I'm just kidding. Just joking.
If I ever had a roach crawl on me, oh my God, I would probably exterminate the shirt, light it on fire, and just never go back to where, ugh.
I would have pissed
Bed bugs and
myself.
roaches, no thanks.
I would have pissed myself right there. Y'all would have that would have been the end of it. I would have pissed myself and the whole thing would have been over.
Did
I
you
don't
see
even know.
Jonesy made a video? Oh, it was an earpiece, you idiots. No,
Yes.
Jonesy, you're the fucking idiot.
Well, okay, just say hypothetically, you're right, Johnson. There's still like a whole infestation. We still have the roach in the glass that was trapped fighting for its life during the remodel kitchen photos that, we have the roach shit covered in Van Dusen blue on top of the kitchen cabinets. We have the other two that were crawling over like a jungle gym. So, I mean, okay.
No, it wasn't an earpiece. That was proven. I mean, even last night I proved that. You could see the wire. You could see where she pulled out the earplug.
It said I'm sorry.
And if it was a June bug, which it's possible, why was it inside? June bugs are outside. If she was camping and that happened, I get it. But she was inside her house.
Might have less bugs if she did camp outside.
It said when I looked it up, for that to happen, because they like to nest and be pushed against each other. They said for that to happen, the infestation has to be so bad that they have to be they're pushing them outside the walls.
Yeah, well, or resting places. Their population has to be so overpopulated that there's nowhere else for them to go.
Right. That's what I was trying to say. So can you imagine? I don't want to. I mean, I just think about that poor baby laying there. I don't think about her.
Roaches can.
I don't think it would take much for DCS to take one look. I mean, because roaches bite.
CPS in North Carolina will not take you for roaches.
An infestation, they should.
If that baby shows up at the doctor with roach bites and an untreated club foot, I can't imagine them not stepping in and doing something.
Well, I'm just telling you, I looked it up because someone said when the first roach happened, someone was like, "Oh,
in North Carolina, they do. Severe cockroach infestations fall under child safety and neglect. A minor issue will not automatically trigger removal, but an extreme unsanitary hazard can lead to intervention or court-ordered support plans to ensure the home is safe."
Dude, have you seen their house?
Yeah.
It can't get any more unsanitary.
That dude that I had on my that I played that video, he said you could smell the horde from the front porch. So I mean, I'm talking about the roach horde, not the horde of the house. I'm talking about the roach horde. So,
well,
yeah, but if you don't know,
I can tell you why. I'm sorry, I can tell you why they're crawling on BJ specifically right now.
The baby?
She's dirty.
Well, just like when we saw her last night, she was wet, right, with sweat because it's so hot in there. And a lot of people don't know this, but roaches drink through their skin. So as they're crawling on her, they're getting hydrated, in my opinion.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it had to do that she just had a baby.
No, I think it's they're thirsty, and that big bitch is sitting there sweating. So they're like, water. They can also live without a head for a week.
Yeah, I've seen that. And they can hold their breath for 40 minutes underwater.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, it's insane that I'm telling you, I deep dived on these things today. It is really crazy the things they can do.
They can run up to 3 miles an hour, dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
And they fly. And they attack you if they're the right kind.
Which is what we saw the first time. That thing flew right across the camera. And then what did it do? Start running up her chest.
I mean, when they're not afraid of you like that, you've got a major problem.
Oh, I agree.
And when you're that used to them, it's an even bigger problem. That is exactly why those children are afraid to go into a dark room with no lights on, 100%.
Well, that's what I think the kid's light is. I think that's the red light that he wants on. That when she says turn on the, turn on the light for your brother, I think it's the red light.
I do agree with Better on that. I think that's why they want the light on.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question. I don't know if Sam, which is she's one of your regulars or not, but Sam, you said you wish you had known about her before you'd done that. Like, did you ever do like a lie for her that you wish you hadn't done? Because I just feel like she was a liar and that y'all had to cover for her.
Sam just did frozen. Meet me in the frozen section at Walmart mostly.
What does that mean?
I didn't see Sam lying for her as much as like the other mods. It's just, saying, hey, meet me in the frozen section at Walmart.
Oh, she fought with people.
Yeah, catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, that's Beej's daughter. Yeah. I wish we had clues. Hey.
Also, how does CPS not care that their food is being held in a car? Or how does CPS not care that CPS says clear a path for us? Like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. If that's true that they said clear a walkway, like that house has got to be so cluttered with crap.
Uh-huh. And how do you allow? That's why I thought maybe the police called the day after or something, like nobody should live like this. But looking at the school district, it's such a bad area that I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
everybody lives like that.
Yeah, to be fair, that's probably in that area. They probably walked into one of the cleaner homes. I remember one night we were listening to the scanner in that area.
Yeah.
And they had a call where somebody had trapped a CPS worker in the house and they weren't letting them leave.
Oh, wow.
Like it's not a good place to be.
Wow.
I just can't fathom, like, when we adopted my daughter from foster care, like, we had to go through such rigorous things to, like, even be approved for that. I mean, our home was checked. I mean, we had a fire alarm that was over my couch that we had taken down because my couch in my living room, like, connect. And it didn't matter if you just barely touched something on a toaster, it would go off. And I had taken it down, and they made such a stink about that. Like, we almost didn't get my daughter because of that one fire detector. I mean, it was so minor. So, I mean, I can't fathom in my head how they're getting away with these major violations like the guns and these heating things just sitting around, and exposed electrical outlets, water underneath the floorboards like that.
Here's
Roach excrement.
Here's my educated guess, and it's just a random guess based on nothing. But if the area is so bad, these kids are 11 and 13, they would have to uproot them to go to a different school, which nobody wants to do, not only the paperwork, but just uprooting them. Because if everyone in the area, and for them to stay at the same school, if everyone in the area is bad, they're just bringing from one bad place to another. Whereas if they were in a good area and it's just one bad home, then they wouldn't need to uproot them and they could just place them in a better home in the same neighborhood so they wouldn't have to change schools. You know what? That's totally a random guess, but to me, it's logical.
I don't know. It's just insane to me to think about that because,
I mean,
like
it
I
ain't like
said,
they're like there enough to have a bond with anyone. Apparently.
right,
It's true too.
right. I just, like I said, I don't know. I guess just maybe we care more about our kids here. I don't know.
I agree. I couldn't imagine. I just, ugh. I just don't get how people live like that. I
I
don't.
mean,
I
I
don't
mean,
get how people defend people that live like that.
That's true.
and this is something that's my daughter. My daughter that I adopted came from a house like that. She came from a house of 7. They had children that were stair stepped. She was not the oldest, but she was in the middle. She was made to stay home and watch the children while her parents worked. They had roaches. Their clothes smelled. They weren't fed. They had to go to neighbors and ask for food. They didn't pay the rent. The parents were drug addicts, etc., etc., etc. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I still had trouble adopting her from CPS. So that tells you how hard it is here in the state, in our state.
But that's also because you're adopted parents, not biological. They give a lot more leeway to biological.
Well, I know. I was just saying, like, to take them away from her and us get her permanently is what I mean. For them to check our home and us get approved and, to do our home check and, you know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
have to go through so much to do it. I mean, we went through like probably a year's worth because you had to do classes and all that crap and stuff. But it's just insane, you know?
It's just crazy. I don't know. I would live in a box with my kids if it meant being in a good school district and them having a good education. So I don't understand the way they live. I just don't.
Cardboard box over a vent on the street
Oh
before
yeah.
I'd live in that fucking house right there that she lives in.
Amen.
I wouldn't even live in the area. Forget the house. I don't know. It's just I feel bad for her kids. Like they're innocent.
Me too.
I do too.
I do too.
Live in
You
shit,
know, her
then
kids.
that's on them, but don't
You
take
know, that her daughter told a story. I think it was her daughter told a story about Craig taking them out there and teaching them how to fight because the boys were getting into it on the school bus. Or do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that they may have been picked on that school bus because they smelled. Do y'all remember well, I don't know. When I rode a school bus, there used to be the kid that smelled. Nobody wanted to sit near them because if they
Yeah.
put the window, yeah, that. I have a feeling that may have been her children because I just have this feeling that horde of roaches they have has to smell. Their clothes have to smell because of mildew and mold. I can't see Brittany being really a washer, just like Craig coming out today and saying he needed a shirt. I mean, I thought he said her shirt, like wanting the shirt she had on. So
Did she even do laundry?
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Like, do they
Yeah,
have
I've heard her doing laundry.
Oh.
Like I've heard a washer running or a dryer one. You could hear it behind her.
So I was just wondering if they don't have running water, how are they doing laundry?
Can't you see her being the kind of parent that would just throw them on the couch and never getting folded or something?
Oh yeah.
And then the horde of roaches being in them, and then them
Ugh.
smelling, yeah, or not being 100% dry and throwing them on the,
But I
I
can
just,
definitely see her being the type that throws away stuff because she doesn't wash them and then
mm-hmm,
wants to buy new. That I can
mm-hmm.
see.
Same.
So what do you think she did with all the stuff from that she got from the shower from online?
I think it's
Maybe.
still in a box.
Same. I think she's been too lazy to even return it.
That's true too.
I mean, Craig's talked about it. Like needing to go through and open this stuff.
That's so crazy.
Well, what's crazy to me is he does nothing. Like this dude literally does nothing. Like when he was even talking about opening the stuff from the shower, she was like, "Well, me and the C one opened up a bunch of boxes the other day." Like that one little does like everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything. It's crazy.
That's the 11-year-old, right?
I don't know which one it is.
That's a younger one.
And they're already getting those. I could tell the older ones are taking care of it because I overheard one of them the other night say that they were tired of taking care of it. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but I don't. The older one allegedly has autism, allegedly, but other people saying they don't believe it.
I don't
But
know.
she never talks about him. She only talks about the Christian.
I don't know. But have y'all you've I'm sure you've all heard the story of the 10-year-old child that shot the baby.
Mm-hmm.
I played it. You haven't heard that?
No.
I played it today on my live. Vinnie Politan did a whole big thing on it today, talking about it, or the other day, and I played it. But anyway, that right there so scares me because everything that he talks about in there is just like all those guns that Craig has laying around there that are loaded. The kid on that story says that he had seen the gun laying around numerous times. He had picked it up, he had touched it and done everything with it, put it back all those other times, and then I don't know why he shot the baby that was like 7 months old.
Wow.
But Craig has all these guns laying around. Children get mad, pissed off. They don't understand the ramifications of what they're doing at 10 years old. That baby's never going to come back. It's over. It's done with. By inflicting this pain on it. Or most wouldn't.
Well, here's the level of psychosis that BJ is. She has Craig really believing that someone is going to come to their house, which is the reason he gave the police for having the guns out and loaded. Because this chick amps him up and gasses him up to believe that people from the internet are actually going to go there. I don't know anybody literally that I've ever met, talked to, whatever, that would willingly walk anywhere near that property, much less in that house. You know what I mean? Like, who was going there?
Not me. Not me. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think anybody's any real threat to her whatsoever. I think it's all like everything that's been said to her has been online shit, just like we say shit to her all the time. But nobody's going to dare actually go there.
Well, that's what I said. She talks about harassment. Brittany, nobody contacts you. Nobody's called you. Nobody fucking threatens you. You're being stupid.
Even he told her that one time.
Oh,
He
did
was
he?
like, "You're just paranoid."
It's because it's dumb. Winston. Yeah.
I mean, I think that those cameras would have by far caught somebody doing something by now, and they would have turned that over to the police department, and somebody would have been arrested by now if anybody was doing anything whatsoever.
But that's why when someone tried to convince her, like last week, oh, Brittany, you should watch yourself. They're following you. Bitch, nobody cares about you.
Oh, about the
Nobody's
car?
fucking following you.
Dude, I'm telling you, she was mad that nobody came to that court date. You could hear it in her voice. And then she did that thing where she's almost like taunting people to show up. Like, you could tell she was pissed that nobody was there.
Same thing with the hospital. Oh, they're gonna come visit me in the hospital. Bitch, nobody cares.
Nope.
We review you online. That's it. Nobody's coming to your house. Nobody's fucking calling CPS. Nobody cares that much. So obviously somebody cared, but it wasn't me.
Wasn't it Craig that says they need like bodyguards outside?
Yeah.
Like,
security.
Yeah, who the fuck? Clue needs security before those fuckers do because Clue's the one got people threatened to come over and piss on her yard, you know?
No shit.
Yeah, Betty.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Girl, we had to call the cops 3 times when she was here in town.
No shit.
Yeah, freaking psycho.
I
mean,
did not know that. I tried to warn everyone about Betty many years ago. Nobody listened.
Clue doesn't need bodyguards. She's got Cletus, but I was just making a joke. But
You know.
I hope nobody ever takes me serious. A lot of things I say are jokes. People
No.
take me too serious.
Midwest, you could be at the court because it's not like a child court. It's court for the
Parents.
two parents that can't take care of their children or child.
Right. It's the parents that are in trouble, not the
I
kid.
want to see her address somebody in there. You're in here to watch me, and then the parent get up. What the fuck you talking about? That's my kid up there that went to school in 6 months.
Yeah, that's what she said. If I see somebody who looks like they don't belong there, and it's like, yeah, that's how bad your town is, chick. That you could literally spot someone who ain't from there.
They clean. They clean.
Right.
Ooh,
What
she
do
looks like she bathed last week.
What do you think her reason is for not taking her kid to school to that level?
Because her fat ass stays up all night on the internet.
Yeah.
You really think that's it?
Yeah. Or something needed to be done that day, and they were going to be the helper.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or she didn't want to do it.
Yeah, but she had to have a lot of days.
I mean, they had a baby on the way, right?
Yeah.
True.
And they have had one of them putting all the furniture together for the baby and blah blah blah. And I can tell you this much: she thinks that she's impressing people by putting that baby on there and like doing all that cooing and shit. Bitch, put the baby away. It's a
I
prop.
agree.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to smell it. I mean, I can't smell it through TV, but I don't want to hear it, think about it, or otherwise. That's the least thing I want to hear.
But her fakeness is what I think pisses me off so much. Like literally gets under my skin with
Same.
she's just so fake. And the way she got mad the other day, oh, now they say I hold the baby too much. No, bitch, only when you're fucking live. Like, ugh. I don't know.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell that. I'm sorry, but like with mine, like when I picked her up, it was like an instantaneous, no more crying. You can tell she doesn't hold her a lot because even when she picks her up and she's live, the crying continues, which is me like indicates to me that like she hasn't got in the rhythm of like being able to soothe the baby.
Well, the baby doesn't feel. It says a lot when that baby feels safer around Craig than it does around his own mama.
I keep my grandson every other week. I keep him for 4 nights, and let me tell you, when he whines, the minute I pick him up, he's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do that. I mean, because I got on panel one night, and when I was like, he was quiet, and I was like, I said what I had to say real quick, and I said I gotta go because I didn't want nobody to have to hear him. People don't want to hear that bullshit. That's not why you're online. You're here to escape that. I don't want you to hear a crying baby. So I want to be able to put my attention to him too, and that way I can make him be quiet because I don't want to hear it either. You know?
But it's also like, I at one point I had 3 kids under the age of 3, and one was a baby, and then I had the twins. And it was a lot in a very small time frame. And there were times I would lock myself in the bathroom and I'd be like, "Mommy's in a timeout. Give me a minute." And I would like crying, or I'm like, "Oh my God," calling my mom, like, "Mom, I need help. Like, I don't know what to do. They won't stop." And then she'd like, "Just breathe. You'll be okay." But that's normal for a mother. It's not normally, but oh, you're so perfect and I just love you. And but Brittany, stop. And you know what I mean? Like,
Gucci Gaga.
exactly. It's just normal. Hey, Winston. And that's
like a couple nicknames. This baby's not even gonna know her name.
Do you know, I was thinking that too. Like, you have to teach a baby everything. And part of that is their name. Like, if you have to teach them their name, and if you're calling them 15 different names, all you're doing is confusing the shit out of them.
I think we're at like 99 shit. Like, it's like a new name every night.
Exactly.
Did y'all
I'm waiting
ban
for
my
her to call her
friend?
Clue Boo one night. You know that's gonna come out next.
UA.
Winston, stop.
What?
UA, did you put the hammer down on my friend?
What?
Georgia dog.
Oh my God.
Georgia pup.
Yeah.
Come on. Out.
I hadn't seen him in here today.
Well, maybe he's. I don't know.
I thought maybe you put the hammer down on him.
No, I didn't. I don't think I blocked him. He's fun. He's interesting to see. Like the other day, I think it was him that was getting mad. He had sent like a gift in BJ's, and nobody was nice enough to tell him thank you.
Oh, Laura, you got a bunch of gifts. I seen them on my phone a minute
Oh,
ago.
did I? See,
Yeah.
we can't see them on StreamYards. So thank you everyone for the gifts. I can't see them on StreamYards.
I meant to tell you that when I came on panel and I forgot. Yeah, I was thinking, let me see if I can call him out. Oh, George Dog, where are you and Medusa? Where are you and Medusa? Missed you growling at me, little man.
Dude, you were so funny that night when you said big boy. Oh my God, I was dying.
I know. I did not know I got clipped.
I was dying.
I need to find the picture of he is like big. Well, he's short, but he's big. Like, I wish they would have grifted for a bigger suit size because, woo, that button on that suit, like for the wedding, you know.
He looks like Dolly Jr.
He does.
He does.
Does he really?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yes.
Oh my God, you know what?
He looks a lot like Dolly.
That's scary.
Hey, Yarn, how are you, baby?
I just found that picture. Remember that night they did the TikTok live together in the bed with the red light?
I said something about that. If you count almost exactly the time that she has her baby, that's like the day she got pregnant.
That was July the 31st.
Yep. Count the
Ew.
days.
I bet they did it before they went live, and they were just sitting there basking in roaches and fluid.
Remember, she said they did. Remember, they were only supposed to be off live for a few seconds.
I'm going to go back and watch that one.
It said they were supposed to be off for just a few seconds, and then they were gone for like an hour. And then when they come back on, she was like, "Yeah, we had to do some stuff," and everybody was like, "What?" She had that fresh fuck look, and everybody was saying shit to her.
And he's got his little baby arm, his little baby T-Rex arm, just to lean back. I put it in Discord, Laura.
You'll have to. I need a link to Discord so I can get in there. I wrote on your page today. How the fuck do I get in this Discord, bitch?
What's her channel on TikTok?
You won't never get in there unless you got some good alt.
I have one. We're really good. My alt, and her are good friends.
I have an alt, but I don't have an alt, but I got my real one on there, but it doesn't have my photo, and she still blocked me, and all I talked about was Jesus.
I don't think she likes him either.
I
don't think he likes her. Y'all know it's pathetic. That girl that had all those kids that were locked in that room, and I'm not talking bad about the case. I'm talking about that case. So that girl on there, she looks better physically than BJ does. When she showed up at her first court date, and they gave them their how much their
bond.
Bond. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word. Bond. She had washed her hair, and oh my God, she looked so much better than BJ. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, here's an interesting one when Craig trolled her.
The one that I found is from 8/3 of 05. It says, "We have been on cloud 9 and have been deep down in a valley through the something the laughter, the pain, the struggles, and everything in between. You are my soulmate.
What?
They were really
said
trying to
that?
lick each other's assholes.
That's on our TikTok.
Remember when they were really into each other for that
Hold on.
couple of weeks?
That was like one live girl. I don't think it was that long.
Oh, well, maybe a week, 2
Maybe
days.
that's
I don't know.
maybe that's her nickname for her girl part, the Valley.
She can say I'm a valley girl.
Oh my, I haven't seen that picture.
I hadn't either.
That's the only one I see of them in a bed, though.
Yellow eyes.
That's because it was alive.
Yellow eyes. Why they got them yellow eyes, man? I gotta look that up.
Too.
It's got to be something with that. What?
I'm gonna look it up. What is the significance of yellow eyes in eugenics?
Satan. I understand. How does she look so thin in one picture and so fat in another?
Thin. Where's the thin one?
Like this, she doesn't look fat there.
Oh, that's the like shrunken filter.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I need that filter to walk around with me.
In historical, there's no recognized trait. Okay, instead, human eye color.
Look at the one right beside of her.
Oh, look at this. In literature, yellow eyes often symbolize a predatory, animalistic nature or supernatural power.
Well, he thinks he can fly through walls, so that's perfect.
Oh, there's a baby.
Science fiction. Okay, here's when discussing yellow eyes or golden flecked eyes in hereditary context, it is usually tied to science fiction eugenics, the practice of selective breeding to enhance human traits. And real-world eugenics, early 20th century movements romanticize the blonde hair, blue-eyed. Did you know he's blonde-haired, Laura? Aryan ideal while viewing other populations such as the yellow, quote-unquote, yellow race in historical colonial racial classifications as inferior.
Well, we know the baby has 2 arms and an ear.
And 1 ear. We know it's got 1 ear at least.
A little hair.
Somebody says it's got has a big flat head.
Oh, I don't know if you saw this one. Okay. Okay. It said that eyes are the window to the soul, and in fiction, their color is often the first way to hint at a character's true nature. In particular, characters who have gold and yellow colored eyes tend to have some form of supernatural origin or powers that place them above normal humans and very often have an animalistic side to them.
Yeah, predators.
Well, that's what she is.
Hey, I got a question. And maybe you guys should pull it up for yourself so you could see it better. Does the baby look like it's got a big bump on its head?
A big what?
Bump?
Are you talking about right in the center of its forehead, in its back of its head?
The back of it.
Right here.
It almost looks like it's got a line in the center of its head from here.
It looks like it's got a big bump.
I don't know. I know that it's supposed to be that C-section babies are supposed to be
smarter.
Smarter.
They're
smarter
because they don't get squeezed by the birth canal when they're being delivered.
Yep.
And Craig was a C-section baby, so that explains his high IQ, I guess.
I was a C-section baby.
Sections, and they're all geniuses.
I'm a C-section baby, so I guess I must be a genius too.
I was a natural one, so
you're a big dummy.
That explains all.
This looks like a bump. It really does.
It could be the angle. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Or no telling what filter she has on because her face doesn't look as fat as it as it actually is.
Girl, she is holding that phone above her head. You can see the entire top of her head. There's no way her face is going to look fat.
That baby probably came through the birth canal.
I think so too.
I think so, honestly, but
I think the
Really?
C-section. Yep, I think the C-section story is bullshit.
I concur.
Like you wouldn't tell Craig about that. You wouldn't tell the father of the child
A week
you had a
later.
C-section.
It takes
She
a
didn't-
whole week.
Hold
I
on, she
mean,
didn't tell Craig that?
No.
he didn't know it till a week later.
He didn't know where the scar was.
He didn't
where
even
the
know
scar-
she had an epidural, or
He
if
didn't
it
e-
worked.
He thought the scar was where her belly button is, going across like where her blue jeans would button. Now that is not where the a C-section scar is. Big fat liar.
No, it's underneath.
She took Queen Bee's story and put it in her story. And she put
Wow, that's weird.
that other person that she follows story in YouTube that she really likes, took part of their story. And I think she took part of Clues. I think she took 3 stories and made one out of it.
Wow.
She's an effing liar.
I think she had it regular, but I could be
Same.
wrong.
That's her phrase right there, for real, probably.
But those are the kind of things like, why lie about it? Like, I just don't get it.
I told you, Laura. She said in one of her lives, she said it's just her inclination just to lie right off the bat when she's asked a question.
Her instinct is to
Instinct.
lie.
Yeah.
Just comes right on out.
Never take what I say as verbatim. I'm just a roundabout saying Clue and UA have the exact verbiage.
That's what she said.
I know. That's what I'm saying. When I said inclination, y'all had the exact verbiage. I didn't.
Because they were talking about her sleeping, and she forever, I'm not asleep on lives. And then she one night was like, I did fall asleep earlier. It's my instinct to lie. Like what?
That's
Full of
so
shit.
crazy.
I don't know why you'd be like that. I told her to stop taking advantage of her old people in their chat.
Oh, she don't care.
And they gave to her more that day. The old people did. I'm like, y'all are dumbasses. And why tell the people, like, that's like, why tell people on live that your vagina's dry? Like, who comes on the internet and says, well, my doctor said that my vagina's dry? Like,
I'm
what the
glad I
fuck?
never heard that one.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fucking funny because I was like,
It's a little too much TMI.
that's
I
why
think there.
it was okay for her to drink the mellow yellow though.
I mean, she just tells shit to be lying. She's just to piss us off, bitter tea. That's it. I just.
Does anyone know if she addressed what was shown on Queen Bee's panel today?
Lord, no. She ain't about to talk about that. That's why she's over there tonight doing true crime and sticking to it.
Is that what she said?
That's what. Well, yeah, she said I'm trying to rebrand this channel, y'all.
Ugh.
Is reality back yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just saw somebody say she needs to learn etiquette, panel etiquette.
She needs to. Whoever's in charge of her needs to learn she has internet access and yank that shit.
That's what I said. I think she's in a home.
Who, reality?
Yes.
Do you really?
What kind of home, bitter?
I don't know, but it ain't a normal home. It's one where she gets regulated at what time she eats and what she watches on television and what time her meds are delivered. That's all I know.
Well, they need to get a better janitor because that night she showed her floor, it looked like dirty Q-tips and toenail clippings to me.
Oh, well,
I
I didn't
loved
see
the
that.
night because she showed her like the butterfly wall and stuff.
Oh, yes. It's time for her tapioca pudding and matlocks and murder she wrote. That's all I know.
What do you think? What do you think's going to happen on the 14th?
She ain't gonna show up.
You don't think so?
No, Granny will get whatever she asks for.
You don't think even by Zoom? By Zoom?
Oh, that's right. If she goes, it will be a Zoom. She ain't going to.
Oh yeah, she's not going to Jersey.
I think Granny is gonna have, like, you know, she ain't gonna ask for that in advance because she never does anything in advance.
You know, reality could have one of those little, like, apartments in one of those care homes.
I think she lives in the villages.
Matlock was the best show. Y'all don't Bonanza. Like, whenever I would go stay with my grandma, we would have like Bonanza. I couldn't do that one, but Matlock, I was always down for because we always won those cases and solve it. Like, you know, he just poured up in that courtroom.
No, I'm being serious, by the way, when I say that. I think she lives in the villages in Florida.
The villages. That's it.
Where they have all
Yeah.
that sex.
The village is where old people go.
Yeah.
Right. Because she's always saying, I have a life. She likes to crip walk and she acts like someone whose brain has syphilis. That's just how I feel.
Cletus,
That is awful
can
trying
you
to
please
sneeze
make
and
a
laugh at the
video?
same time.
Can you please make a video of reality crip walking to a song? I haven't decided what song I want.
Okay.
Oh, Cletus is he's down for it. Like, whatever you want. Put her break dancing too, spinning on her head
Trap
a few times.
Queen. Should we do Trap Queen?
No,
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house.
I just mean that unfortunately, she has gotten away with every single fucking court date. And I really hope that she's finally held accountable. She got away with not paying anything to Clue and Cletus. She got away with
So far, she
Skolnick.
testing that gangster.
She should have paid attorney's fees for Clue and Cletus. She should have. I said it then.
Unfortunately, the law doesn't cover that yet.
Well, it could if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, if
we'd
they
have
wanted to
to.
go back after her, but
Yeah.
I'm talking
The
about the way the
last.
law is written. The way the law is written, it should be. I think the way the law is written is shitty. When people do stuff like what she did, I think that it should automatically have a law written in there
Absolutely.
that it come back on them. But it's not written that way. Clue would have to file a suit against her, and it's worth more trouble than it's worth to Clue, is what Clue thinks, right?
Correct.
And I understand that. I'm just saying that I thought for sure she didn't show up. The judge was obviously not happy with her. They had good attorneys. I thought for sure that was going to be on Brittany to pay. But nope. It just seems like she gets away with everything. And I'm really hoping that Pennsylvania makes her accountable.
I'm gonna tell you what though. If I was Granny and I won that, I'd take that fucking house from her. And as I took the keys,
Burn it down.
I'd have the fucking bulldozer sitting at the end of the fucking driveway. Thank you, motherfuckers. And I'd snap my fingers and let the bulldozer go. We'd just knock that motherfucker down and be smiling at him as it plowed it. But I'm evil, so. Or I'm bitter, as Georgia Dog says. What you so bitter about?
Lisa, I actually have a Kick account. I've been on Kick for years. I just haven't used it in like 3 years. Because when I was on there, nobody was on there. So it's hard getting people over. Now I got to remember how to get back in it.
Does anybody want to go to the hospital for me tomorrow and take my treatment?
If you want to go to my surgeon, I'll switch places.
I got to be hooked up for 9 hours. How long will your surgeon take?
Oh, no. I just got a guy who feels my boobies.
I'll feel him feel my boobies. If you want to go surgeon, you want to take this other one.
Yeah, he's just feeling my boobies. 6-month check.
I had a breast reduction years ago, and it was an old guy who did it. And I really had a huge breast when I went in there. They were monstrous. I had an H on one side and an I on the other.
Oh, wow.
And I came out and I had 2 little casts on my tits. And when I say little, I mean like the size of your nipples.
Wow.
And I look down and I'm like, what the fuck? Because, like, I'm not a little person. And Clue's seen them now. They've grown back in. But when they got done with him and I went in for my checkup, he's an old guy. And he reached, I mean, like, he's retired now. He's probably 80 years old. He reaches up, he takes my boobs and he lifts them up with one with each hand. He's like, yeah, them will grow in nicely. And I'm like, and I'm looking down and I got 2 little starbursts on my tits.
I don't think. Blue, I
No,
don't
my
think
surgeon is funny though, because you ever watch, like, I couldn't figure out how to explain it yesterday. You ever watch a sculptor and the facial expressions they make? That's how my surgeon is when he does a breast check. Like, he closes his eyes and he gets all like he's sculpting them, and he's
Yeah,
checking
you go
and he's
under and you go to
checking.
the side, and then like
And
that's
it's just so funny the way he does it, though. His eyes are closed the whole time, and it's just see his hands move. I laugh every time. I just crack up at him.
I wonder what Granny. I was letting my dogs outside. I wonder, like, I wish, like, the way Granny's attorney writes, like, it's so fucking hot. Like, the way that, like in terms of like legal writing, like that was my fucking least favorite. Well, the bitch that I had for legal writing sucked, but like sitting there and having to write like legal writing, if I would have known I could have been like written it in like that smart ass way that he does it, it would have made it so much more fun. Like,
But that's his own personality.
I know,
Yeah.
but I wish I could have done that shit, you know?
I don't think you can do that in school.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you could be a little like sassy.
You could be snarky, but not like he is. But when I learned, and my boss, I think too, it's how far you're willing to, I guess, too, at what state you're in and how far you think you can push with the bar. Because people turn you into the bar after you've been turned in one time and you have to defend that shit. Because I've had to do letters to the bar before to defend yourself. Once you've had to do that one time, you like don't want to fucking even try to get close to that anymore. You'll get snarky, but you'll only go so far.
There was this one attorney that he's, I want to say, who was it that was reviewing? Oh, Rabbit from Down the Rabbit was reviewing something like a deposition that he had done, and he was representing a client, and like they were, and it got like super out of hand, and he got reprimanded and shit, and yeah.
Granny's attorney?
It was, I'll have to look up who, but I mean,
Oh,
like,
I thought you were saying him.
it went like viral and everything.
Oh.
Anyway, I gotta drive and go to bed.
Yeah.
I need to too,
Yeah,
because
makes
I gotta
two
be
of
up
us.
at.
I didn't
I
sleep
gotta be in Nashville at 7, and I gotta leave for Nashville at 7 in the morning.
No way.
What are you doing in
Please go for-
Nashville?
I gotta go for my
The
treatment.
Oh, the doctor. Okay. Well, good luck.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
I'm
Thanks
gonna
for
pick
coming
out my
up.
bathing suit for tomorrow.
No,
All
you
right.
better not go without me.
Just kidding.
If you
All
go
right.
tomorrow without me, I'm killing you. I'll cut your throat, bitch.
All right.
Dang,
Bye.
I'm making threats on my panel. No,
I'm sorry. I won't cut your
it's
throat. I'll
okay.
do it
You
with a marker.
don't worry about it. I
It'll be
want
a marker.
I
It'll
want
be
to
a
scratch
marker.
your neck a lot too. Don't worry.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good luck tomorrow. All right. I'm shutting down too, though. I'm tired. Ooh, I still got a bunch of orders to wrap. So, but I want to thank you guys for coming up, and thank you guys for all the support. And while I'm here, hold on, Lisa, since you asked, let me go ahead and kick. All right. I guess Kick doesn't get rid of followers because it's still showing. I have the same amount of followers as I always had. Yeah, last stream I did was 3 years ago. What the hell is that? What happened there? That was weird. All right. So I'm going to get off though. A shitload of new members. So I will post a link. UA is mad at me because I still haven't posted the damn link. But I will post the link, I promise. For members. Yes. Brandy, I got an email. Thank you, Bitter Tea. So, and don't forget, Clue Crew is the code for 15% off candles. Anyone with an order currently up until Saturday. Wait, what's today? Today's Sunday. Yeah. Up until yesterday, usually going out within the next day or two. I just got to wrap them up. Yeah. Here's my link for Kick. Like I said, I just got to remember how the hell to get back in to get on. Because I tried going live on it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, I don't even remember how to do this. So I just got to get a refresh on how to do it. So, but other than that, I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. And again, new members, I will post a link. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. Again, we don't see them on this end. But thank you, my panel guests, for coming up. Clue, please unblock me on Kick. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Yeah, wax melts. No, actually I have them here. All wax melt orders except for ones that ordered fresh cut grass because I don't have it here. I'm waiting for it. Other than that, everything's going out. But all wax melts are going out in the morning. They're already wrapped up. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Stay cool tomorrow. I think it was supposed to get rain all week. But I will see you guys mañana. Peace.